Okay, I think I got everything working now. I you know. Hello? Are we back? Is everything okay? Okay. Okay, just took a quick look at my phone. Everything looks fine. Okay. So, slight technical difficulties, but, yeah. Things should be fine now. So, there we go. The game will automatically save at regular intervals, so you may stop playing at any times. Good to know. Autosaves. Saving is a very important element of games. It's the only way to keep your memories in place. If you do not wish to rely on autosave alone, you can also save manually via the menu. Next, please look at the upper right of the screen. This is the menu button. From there, you can check the text log, view useful files, and switch auto mode on and off. You can also adjust the brightness, volume, meta, blah blah blah. For instance, if it is a voice you would prefer not to hear, you can mute it by setting the voice volume to 0. I suggest you check the brightness controls and settings for what's going on. Oh my god. Oh, I don't know if this has come through the stream, but there's like a heavy CRT filter. I'll explain other essentials functions when the time is right. There's one more thing I wish you confirmed before we continue. I would feel strange to go on without knowing your name. Please, tell me what I'm to call you. Wait, what? I did not fill that in. It just auto completed to Lady Barn. Sure. Are you certain you wish to be called Lady Barn? I guess. Oh, how rude of me. Please pardon my mistake. I was sure that's what you said, but it seems I was wrong. What came over me? Let me try again. You wish to be called Liddy? Okay, that's a little weird. I'm guessing it's reading my Steam profile. I see. Very good. It seems to have gotten it right this time. Alright, now that we've been properly introduced, let us begin our story. He's just a fan? He's a subscriber, yeah. From antiquity to present day, regardless of how society and civilization evolves, death has been a constant presence that none have ever escaped. Whether it is one's own or the one of someone close, death is always a difficult thing to accept. This is an immutable reality, a value shared by all, no matter the age in which they live. In fact, oral traditions reflecting people's fears and prayers regarding death still remains. Ghost spirits and so on. Similarly, in an attempt to defy death, many curses, rituals, and customs have been born, from burning spirit incenses to summoning the souls of the dead. Some of those secret arts are still being passed down to this day. On that note, Liddy, this may seem rather abrupt, but... is there someone you wish to bring back from the dead? What if you had one chance to use the secret art of resurrecting the dead? Yes, if you had the power to bring someone back to life one time and one time only, what would you do? I'd use it even if I have to sacrifice myself. I'd use it even if I had to sacrifice someone. I'd use it if it came at no cost. I wouldn't want it, let someone else have it. Our first choice. I'd do it even if I have to sacrifice someone. I see. Very interesting. Yes. That's what I thought you would say. What seems to be the matter? You want to know what this box has been sitting here is? It's a quite curious thing, isn't it? It's called a color television. The world I will be sending to you is full of devices such as this and do not exist in the age that you are from. In this era, color television can be found in nearly every household. He's not wrong, we don't have CRTs anymore. That is not all. For example, a person should wish to contact someone while they're out of their home, use a public telephone like this that can be found all over the city. Can you imagine what life would be like in such a time? I really can't. I'd be thrilled to have you continue this story, lady. After all, that's why you came here, no? So, let us begin. I've kept you waiting long enough. I present you Paranormasight, a bizarre tale resounding the curse known as the Rites of Resurrection. A peculiar yarn ensnaring 9 men and women in fierce fight for their lives as it unravels. Some of the characters appearing within surely share your views on the Rite of Resurrection. I imagine those who have lost someone dear to them will feel particularly strong about it, clinging to it as their last desperate hope. The first I shall introduce is a man named Shogo Oke. Is one of them. Office worker. Shogo is an unremarkable young man entering his 3rd years of working at a planning department at a chemical company, born in Western Tokyo, blah blah. Same birth as color TV, special effects heavy films, anime, variety shows, professional baseball, and pop music. Shogo graduated from blah 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 blah. He's currently looking for a girlfriend, saying. Storyteller. Question mark. Breaking news. Oh? I wonder what it could be at such a time. Early this morning, the body of a drowned man was discovered at a park at Sumida City. Police have identified the body as Shogo Oke, a 25-year-old man who worked at a company in the area. Oh shit, well, we are starting off with a murder. As signs of a struggle were found, the Sumida police suspect foul play and have launched an investigation. Oh, excuse me, pay no mind to what you've just seen. Goodness, you very nearly saw something that will spoil the story. Just pretend you did not see that. Let's turn back time a smudge and start from there. Do you understand? You saw nothing. You know nothing. I mean, yeah, true, I do know nothing. The story is a work of fiction, blah, 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 blah. But we already know he dies. What kind of mystery is that? Shogo? Shogo, are you alright? Oh, are we Shogo? Oh no, we are gonna die. Hey, can you hear me? Huh? Hey, that's not a proper answer. Earth to Shogo, okay. What do you think you're doing falling asleep here? You gave me quite the shock. Come on now, up with you, up. I like the art style actually. It's kind of nostalgic, like very 90s anime nostalgia. Okay, and there. Or more like 80s now that I think about it. How's that? All right? I'm getting like heavy first season Gundam vibes. Do you feel dizzy? Have a headache? Are your humors off balance? I'm fine, I think. There's definitely nothing wrong with my humors, though my head's still feeling fuzzy. Office worker, Shogo Oke, future murder victim. Uh-oh, that doesn't sound good. Turn your head around a little bit, see if you can walk. Alright. When the game is in your control, drag the screen to move left or right. Oh, hey, this is kind of cool. It's like one of those panorama type of deals. It's a interesting trick to. Ah! I already got jump scared. I got anime girl jump scared. Good. You seem to be fine. What a relief. Do you remember anything like where we are or what we're doing? The Rites of Resurrection? Huh? Wait a second. When did I tell you about that? I mean, I must have, seeing as you know that name, but weird. Anyways, you still seem a little out of it. Why don't you look around a bit more? Could be worse. Insert white girl jump scare meme. That's true. Look around, select things you want to investigate. You converse with people by selecting their faces. Poke. Yikes, that was close. If we died before we got our hands on the Rite of Resurrection, everything would be over before it started. Where are we? Oh right, this is Sumida City, Tokyo. We're at the Kashimori Park near blah 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 blah. Yoko brought me here saying she needed my help with something important. It's just past midnight. That explains why no one else is around. Ugh, I'm still a little woozy. What the hell is wrong with me? There's the girl here. Who is she? Oh, that's interesting. Wonder what's going on right there. That's an interesting looking playground. Best crawling with kids during the daytime, but it's kind of peaceful here at night. Alright. Ah, they give you a little check mark telling you that you've already saw whatever click thing. These telephone booths are all over town. The lights are always on so they can be used in an emergency. He's a Shingo from KOF. He kind of looks like that, doesn't he? Alright, I already saw that, so... like, something in the sky, maybe? No. Surroundings, already checked that. Game, what do you want from me? Oh, I need to inspect her. I need to not talk to her. I need to, like, look down at her chest, as it were. Literally, my eyes are up here, but he looks down. This is Yoko Fukunaga. Good, at least I can remember that much. I first met her about a month ago. She's 23, works as a housekeeper, and is usually into the occult. If I think harder, I could probably recall a little more about what's going on. We've only met a few times, but we really hit it off. She's a lot of fun to be around. I have no idea how she feels, though. I get a sense that she isn't thinking about me in that way right now. But I know I've got a thing for bubbly girls who are into dark things like the occult. Paranormal fanatic, Yoko Fukunaga. After obtaining a junior college degree, blah blah blah, housekeeper. Wow. You go to college and you end up as a housekeeper? Damn, and I thought the economy was hard these days. Let me think. What can I remember? Okay, her name is Yoko Fukunaga. RIP workplace economy. This is like the 80s, but they already get started on the gig economy. Also, hello, Volkstown. Welcome. How you doing? Okay, her name is Yoko Fukunaga. We met about a month ago. What's the deal with this park? It was around noon on one of my days off. I just finished running some errands in Kinshicho. I'm gonna be butchering these names super hard. And was here taking a quick break. I was just looking around absentmindedly. When I noticed this girl loitering around. She was digging up holes in the sandbox, searching around the playground. She seemed to be enjoying herself, talking to the animal figures and petting them on their heads. My curiosity got the better of me before long and I struck up a conversation. I don't know. It's like one of those anime things where you see like a person doing a weird thing, but if you saw an adult playing in a playground and talking to the animals, you would be kind of concerned, wouldn't you? Hey, are you looking for something? Sorry, I must have looked like a total weirdo. Yeah, I guess you could say I'm looking for something. If you want, I could give you a hand. Really? That'd be a huge help, but... Are you really just a good Samaritan, or you after, you know, something else? Huh? Do I want to be honest, or do I want to sound better? I'm definitely after the rights. You're funny, at least you're upfront about it. Okay, I guess I'll let you help me, but be warned. You might regret what you've gotten yourself into. No worries. What are you looking for anyways? Did you lose a bracelet or something? Not exactly. I'm searching for one of the 7 mysteries. Supposedly, this is the location of the Whispering Canal. The what? You know, now I've done it. I bet you think I'm some kind of lunatic. The 7 mysteries of Honjo. You know anything about it? I figured everyone around here would have at least heard of it, but I guess not. Honjo is what the southern part of Sumida is called. A long time ago, this part of Tokyo was split into 2 separate cities. The north part was Mukojima and the south part was Honjo. Huh? Ah, am I boring you? Well, I'm not a local or anything, I just work around here. Oh, then no wonder you didn't know. Well, the 7 mysteries of Honjo is a legend dating all the way back to the Edo period. Really, it's that old. That's like over 200 years ago. Oh, I've got your attention after all. Just assumed it was one of those fake stories made up to chase the occult craze. Don't blame you. A lot of popular stories going around here are pretty fishy. But the 7 mysteries of Hangzhou are different because they're all true. They're true. That's what I said, they're all the real deal. So, hold on, what does that mean? Are you telling me there's actually paranormal stuff at work in this part? Yeah, pretty much. Oh, but there's gotta be more to it. After all I've done, I still haven't found a single thing. That's the first time I met Yoko Fukunaga. We exchanged contact information and we've talked on the phone a few times since. We've even met in person once or twice. Oh? Yeah, you're hitting it off. But she never brought up the 7 mysteries of Hangzhou again. I figured she'd gotten bored of it. So, do you guys have any weird mysteries around your town? I feel like this is such a Japanese thing. Like, I don't know if it's because I live in the city and therefore there's no room for mysteries around here, but maybe smaller towns have strange mysteries associated with them. Until today, when all of a sudden she decided to resume her search. Huh? Wait a second, where did Yoko go? According to Yoko, the Whispering Canal, one of the 7 mysteries of Hangzhou, is around here somewhere. It's apparently the story that the expression left at the canal originally comes from. I think I left myself a note about it. I should check up my files. Left at the canal. Formerly known as Kinshibori. Many fishermen once gathered this section of the canal that ran through Hangzhou. As their days came to close, the fishermen gathered up their catches. A terrifying voice would rise up from the canal, whispering, "Leave it behind! Leave it behind!" Those who ignored the voice found themselves unable to move, and their previously full baskets of fish emptied. They would be dragged into the canal and never to return. The strange phenomenon continued to occur, and the people began to call this body of water the Whispering Canal. There she is. She's back to digging up holes in the sandbox and searching around the playground. She seems to be enjoying herself, talking to the animal figures and patting them on their heads. Missing Fire, welcome. I actually don't have that set up right now, but let me get that set up for you real quick. But how you doing? I had to do a quick emergency stream restart, so I'm sorry if stuff broke in between. Hi, Brent Holden. Welcome. There we go. You missed the when I got anime girl jump scared though. So that would have been perfect right after that. No animal needs that much petting. Alright, Yoko is back to being a weirdo. Geez, she's still at it. Can I move? Work killed you? Oh no. Well, glad you're here now though. Take a load off. Wait, are you still at work? Just a ghost, that's right. She asked me to come here to help her look at one of the 7 mysteries. Oh, they just gave us all of them. Okay. Oh, it's sorted by category too. That's kind of cool. Hangzhou became a hotspot for strange happenings during the Edo period. A number of these stories have survived today. The most famous of the 7 mysteries, the Whispering Canal, the Fool's Procession, Beckoning Light, Haunting Clappers, Evergreen Beach, the Taiko Suguru, the Foot Washing Mansion, and the One-Sided Reed and the Ever-Burning Lantern. Actually, I wanted to... I was trying to see if I could get rid of the CRT effect, but I guess not. Oh wait, she's coming back this way. Hey, what was that just now? Huh? Don't you hear that? You're hearing things. No, I don't hear anything. Sure you didn't just imagine it? Maybe I did. But your special talent, you should be able to hear it. Pay closer attention for me. Okay? My special talent? What are you talking about? Huh? I mean your spirit sense. You look like you can handle your liquor. Huh? I have no idea what drinking has to do with it, but I don't think so. Huh? Well, you must. I mean, you can see me, right? Wait. Is she a ghost? Huh? Shogo Okie. 1 a.m. Kinshibori Park. Wait. You're kidding, right? About what? I mean, just now. It sounded like you were saying that only people with spirit sense can see you. Of course that was a joke, duh. You don't really think I'm some kind of evil spirit, do you? But yeah. I mean, what I said about your spirit sense being strong, I bet you could easily down a whole gimlet in one gulp. Seriously. That's the real reason I asked you to help me with the 7 mysteries of Hanjo business. Okay, let me just clarify something. Are you saying you can actually see paranormal stuff? Sure, I can handle a solid Moscow Mew. Okay, they're making a spirits and spirits pun, and I'm pretty sure that's not how that worked in the original language. Why are you measuring this in terms of cocktails? Not a believer, huh? Well, no matter. But you have to have seen some weird stuff over the years, right? Weird stuff? Yeah, like things you could see but never understood. You can't be serious. I've seen ghost photos in magazines before, but are you telling me they really exist? You bet they do. But you can only recognize them if you really believe in them, so be careful. So, even with my skill, I won't be able to see them if I doubt they exist? That's right, the spirit world is all about the mind and soul. You wouldn't be able to see a thing unless you're properly in tune. The waifu isn't real. Shogo, don't take those meds! No! And then she disappears. But sometimes people get caught up in the moment thinking they might see something, and then they really do because they believe they would. Is that how that works? Yep, just like drinking. You'll never know how much booze you can handle unless you're ready to down some shots. I'm still not sure I get the drinking thing. You know, I realized how strange it was as the words left my mouth. Sheesh. You know, she does have kind of a point. The mind really likes to confirm things that it's already, even if that thing isn't there. So if you really think you're going to see something in the dark, your mind will play tricks on you and actually make you think like you're seeing something in the dark. It's got to be late, really late actually. It's already past 1 a.m. There's a chill in the air, but I guess that's normal for this time of year. Or so I keep telling myself. Like, the really bonkers thing is that your mind can convince you to hear stuff that can't be picked up on the audio. And that's where you get stuff like ghost recordings. That's an interesting looking playground, blah blah. Alright, I saw that one. Totally unrelated, but do you actually drink? I mean, real alcohol. Well, talk about whiplash. Didn't expect you to start making small talk. Our conversation was getting a bit dark. I figured a change of topic might lighten things up. Oh, I see. If you really want to now. I like to think I can handle a few drinks. But to tell you the truth, I've never actually had a Moscow Mew. What is a Moscow Mew? I don't think I've ever had that one before. Is that kind of like a Black Russian? Really now? I just thought it sounded cool. I would like to try it though. Why don't we go for a drink sometime then? Ooh, are you asking me out? Ah, so you were after something else. No, that's not what I meant. We're just kidding. Yeah, I'd be up for that. But only if we find one of the 7 mysteries. Alright then, let's get to work. Oh, suddenly he's filled with determination. I just remembered, I actually did some research on the 7 mysteries of Honjo at the library. You did? What did you find? Oh, I discovered some few interesting things. Vodka, ginger beer, and lime juice. That sounds not bad. A little strong for my taste. I tend to like fruitier cocktails, but I mean that doesn't sound horrible. 7 mysteries? Although they're called the 7 mysteries, the literature lists 9 of them. Oh, I'm surprised you picked up on that. Nice researching. Some people think there could be up to 15. That's the thing about these old folktales. Stuff gets added to them over the years. That's more extra stories than the main ones. Yeah, but the 7 mysteries rolls off the tongue way better than 9 or 15 mysteries. If you say so. But it makes sense, don't you think? It's more likely to be passed on if it's easy to remember. Huh, that's a good point. I'm assuming that's like a alliteration thing that doesn't carry over as well. Oh, by the way, were we talking about the rites of resurrection? There's the observation theory, basically a theory that says 2 plus things can happen simultaneously because of the quantum particles, and those 2 plus things can happen until you see only 1 occur. Yes, that is exactly what the Schrodinger's cat is all about. Like the whole 50-50 cat is both dead and alive until observed. That makes you ponder, doesn't it? Like, one of the thought experience I had about that kind of thing, where like, oh, things only occur when it's observed due to quantum physics. It's like the whole universe is still around though, isn't it? So does that mean that something is observing the whole universe? Huh? Makes you wonder. Ooh, your memory's still as strong as your memory is as strong as your tolerance. I'm gonna start calling you Martini Man Shogo. I'm really climbing up the drinks with you, huh? So, you know about it, huh? The rites of resurrection? The magazine ran a feature on it recently that got practically everyone talking about it. Really? Maybe that's where I heard about it. Still, I don't know. Seems a little too far-fetched to be true. So, the rites of resurrection. Blaze Blue has an entire system that's based on the observation theory. Wait, like a game system or like an in-universe system? Because that'd be wild if there's like a quantum fighting game system. It's the forbidden art to bring the dead back to life, concocted by a famous onmyoji from an ancient age. Oh, in-universe, I see. Rumor has it that an old manuscript containing actual concrete details about the rite was recently discovered. This rumor comes from a presentation given by local historian Hideki Arashi at the academic conference. You sure know a lot about this stuff. That's because I'm secretly a huge occult buff. I'm not sure if that's a secret. I kinda got that. Oh. But if a researcher spoke about it at an academic conference, it must have some basis in fact. Exactly. That's why I believe in the rites of resurrection is real. Now I'm starting to believe it too. Good. The pursuit of the unknown starts with belief. I got that from Professor Arashi himself. Well, about the 7 mysteries caught your attention. So I read some of these stories and none of them were, well, scary? I thought they were supposed to be ghost stories. That's true. They're more like a collective superstitions, really. But there are some pretty disturbing ones in the mix. Yeah, like the one that's supposed to take care tonight, the Whispering Canal. People who fish in this canal would hear a voice saying, "Leave it!" and they had to abandon the catch or the canal would take it. Right. Is that what you're expecting to find here in this park? Not quite. We're talking about a folktale from hundreds of years ago. After centuries of telephone game, who knows if it's anything like the original story. So basically, I think the true story of the Whispering Canal might be completely different from what we know. Exactly, I'm sure it is. I mean, weren't you curious? About what? People from around here have that expression left at the canal, right? Meaning to abandon someone? This story is where it comes from. Except the story being told today is about fish. There's nothing about leaving people behind. Now that you mention it, that's true. So you're saying the original story maybe did involve someone being abandoned? That's exactly what I'm trying to find out. Gotcha. Wait, hang on, I've got another question. You mentioned the Rite of Resurrection. Are you looking for that too? Does it have something to do with the 7 mysteries of Hanja? Ooh, you're sharp. I could cut my finger on you. To tell the truth, it's actually the other way around. What do you mean? Well, I started off searching for the Rite of Resurrection, but along the way I realized that I needed to investigate the 7 mysteries of Hanjo first. I see, so then... what does that have to do with the 7 mysteries? So, about the connection between the rites and the 7 mysteries? Putting together everything we've talked about. My guess is that the original stories behind the 7 mysteries, the true stories, are the key to finding the rites of resurrection. And that's why you're here searching for one of them. Do I have that right? Wow, 10 out of 10. You're proving to be quite the capable assistant. Wait, since when was I your assistant? Anyway, it's all just hearsay, but... some say what led to the 7 mysteries coming to be was the rites of resurrection itself. Huh? Don't the stories come from the Edo period? I thought the Rite of Resurrection was supposed to be way older than that. Right, it seems the Onmyoji from the Edo period rediscovered the ancient art. That old manuscript I mentioned, with all the details on how to use it right, apparently it was written in the Edo period. Oh right, I never told you about the name. The manuscript's called the Record of Fates. Whoa, what a name. And it speculates that the secret of the rites is hidden within the 7 mysteries of Hanjo. So now, the 7 mysteries are the hot new trend. Among who? You know, this whole thing's starting to sound pretty questionable. Come on, remember when I said about the pursuit of the unknown? Starts with belief, right? If you're looking for a way to bring someone back from the dead, does that mean you've got someone you want to bring back? You know what? Forget it. It just came to mind, so I thought I'd ask. I didn't mean to pry, sorry. No, it's fine. I figured I need to tell you at some point. It's Ogo Pogo. Ogo Pogo? Yeah, I want to bring back Ogo Pogo back to life. He died in an accident about a month ago. Ogo Pogo died. Oh right, Ogo Pogo was my dog. I had him for 8 years. Ah, okay, your dog. Gotcha. Spent a long time together. Losing him must have been really hard for you. Yeah, to be honest, I'm not sure if the Rite of Resurrection even works on dogs. As soon as I found about it, I knew I had to give it a try. I don't think I could forgive myself if I just let the opportunity pass by. Definitely. Now I understand why you feel so strongly about it. Thanks for telling me. I know this must be hard to talk about. But you know what? All this led to me meeting you. So at least some good came out of it. Though that doesn't mean I'll stop looking, obviously. Yoko. I'll do everything I can to help you. Yeah, I'm so glad to hear that. Let's keep up the hard work then, yeah? Whoa. What the hell? Feels like the air just changed. Okay. Yoko, you okay? Hey, what's wrong? Stay with me. No, this can't be. No. I feel eyes on my back. I can't move. Is there something behind me? Huh? But there's nothing here. I mean, that would be a really good trick if you turned around and there was something there. Yoko's pointing something here, but I don't see anything out of the ordinary. I don't get this. What's going on? Did something happen? Yoko? Damn, that is freaky looking. Huh? What the? What is something? What is it? Why is this happening? No, the meds are taking effect. Togo, okay. 1 a.m. Kinshibori Park. Yoko, answer me. Yoko. No way, it can't be. Why? Why? Whoa! Fuck! What the hell just happened? No, damn it. I've got bigger problems. I got caught! I really did! Yoko, hold on. Everything's gonna be okay. Oh god, she's not breathing. She's cold. I don't feel pulse. This can't be happening. Okay. An ambulance, right. I've got to call an ambulance. I need a phone. Right, the phone. I've got to call an ambulance. I called it in. The ambulance shouldn't be long. But is it really gonna make a difference? Her body's gone stiff and her skin is cold, and I don't think she's breathing. She looks more like a mannequin than a person now. I don't think there's any coming back from that. I don't get it. Just a few minutes ago, we were chatting away without caring the world. Yoko. How did this happen? How could someone so bright and bubbly just suddenly drop dead? Resurrect her. Huh? Oh, that's right. If the rite of resurrection she was talking about really does exist, there might be a way to bring her back. If someone can drop dead out of nowhere like they were cursed, then why shouldn't there be a way to bring her back to life? Yoko believed in it, so if I believe in her, it seems completely possible. Maybe, just maybe I can still save her. Even if I've got to deal with the spirit senses and curses and whatever, I've got to try. Call the pizza place instead. I mean, the pizza guy from Pizza Tower might be able to save her. Wait for me, Yoko. I promise. I'll use the rite of resurrection to bring you back. Believe in me who believes in you. Right before she died, I felt a strange presence a few times. And it seemed like she saw something that shook her to the bone. There's definitely something strange going on. Maybe it's still here. What could she have seen? She mentioned the rite of resurrection and the 7 mysteries are connected. So, maybe whatever it was she saw had something to do with the Whispering Canal. Damn it, that presence again. Must be around here somewhere, but where? Oh god, is this good? Jump scared the hell out of me? There's something here, I know it. I just need to look harder. Though, if someone innocent poking around the 7 mysteries was enough to get Yoko killed, there's a good chance the same thing was happening to me. But I already knew that when I decided to get involved. So... I was looking, hello? Huh? There's something on the ground. Did Yoko drop this? Didn't notice it till now, but there's a small wooden sculpture by her side. It's 3 or 4 centimeters tall, so it looks like it could be a keychain, but from how rotted it is, it's way too old for that. Despite how tiny it is, it almost feels... I feel like an almost palpable malice radiating from it. What the hell is this thing? It's kind of creepy looking, to be honest. What the? Help me! Leave me! It hurts! Aren't these the Whispering Canal's memories? Such deep sorrow. Resentful memories flowing into my mind. Drop dead. They walk away. Kill them. Kill them. Those who walk away. Kill them all. You have acquired the power of the cursed stone, the Whispering Canal. You can use it to kill those who walk away from you. Press the use curse button to kill your target as they attempt to depart. What the fuck? A murderous impulse seeps into my soul like a big black tar. I got the ability to just kill people straight up? kill. Can you hear it, curse bearer? You who so strongly desires to reign. Kill them. Did you seek life's restoration? Take your curse in hand. Reap lives by the score. Claim your soul dregs for your own. Collect enough to save this vessel. And by their sacrifice, claim the gift of resurrection. Or better yet, slay your fellow curse bearers. For theirs are the equal droves of lesser souls. Now go forth and kill. Wait, so this turned into like a supernatural battle royale? What the fuck? This is like some kind of like weird first fate state night nonsense. It was like the curse's memories flowed directly into my mind. In an instant, I understood everything. When I picked up this cursed stone, the Whispering Canal must have cursed me. I also heard a strange voice that told me that if I went the right, I had to kill a bunch of people with this cursed stone and collect their souls. I guess it's good to know the right really exists, but this thing wants me to kill people to get it? Screw that. Putting my own life on the line is one thing. Murdering other people is another thing entirely. And not just one person either, scores are said. So this is the curse of the Whispering Canal, huh? The curse that traps the souls of anyone who tries to walk away from me. But if I use it and collect enough souls, then I'll be able to bring Yoko back. There's something about the curse bearers being worth more soul dregs. Jeez. I really am at a loss here. Oh, of course. I don't know how it took me so long to realize. This has to be some weird prank she's playing, right? Any second now, she's gonna open her eyes, get up and have a good laugh at how scared I was. It's just a prank, bro. Right, Yoko? You can give it up now. Boy, did I fall for that one. You really got me good. Wait, no, I've got it. You really were some sort of spirit all along. There's no way you're really dead, right? I'm not even fooling myself anymore. There's no going back, only forward. Feels like I'm being watched. Hello, what is that? The hell is that? It looks like a light floating in midair. Can I not get closer to it? Oh, I can zoom in and out. Interesting. Ah, shadowy figure. Now that I look closer, is there someone there? Hey, who's there? Oh my, how unexpected. It was your curse that killed that poor woman, I take it? What? A cat got your tongue, Mr. OK? Huh? A tall, humorless looking man. He doesn't look familiar to me. He's acting like he knows me though. Have we met somewhere before? Who are you, and how do you know my name? Do you mean to say you don't recognize me? This comes as a bit of a shock, I must say. Look a little harder and I dare say it will jog your memory. What's with this guy? That man, who is he? He looks to be in his 30s or 40s. He's all dressed up in a suit and tie, but somehow looks real shady. What's he doing here? Was he watching us this entire time? Something tells me curses are nothing new to him. If he's one of the other curse bearers, then I need to be careful. He might be here to kill me and take my curse stone. And by that same token, killing him will net me a lot of soul drags. I still don't have a clue who you are. How do you know me? Have we met? Dear me, it's always humbling to find that one is not well known as one believes. Perhaps my name will help you remember. I'm Takumi Yumioka. Takumi Yumioka. Does that ring any bells? I think I've heard that name somewhere before, maybe? So you do not even know my name. How disappointing. Disappointing, but fortuitous. Mysterious stranger. Well then, Mr. OK, allow me to make you a proposition. You have a curse stone in your possession. I'd like you to give it to me. I can't. I need it to bring Yoko back to life. Oh my. So you mean to use it then? You know about the 7 mysteries of Honjo and their curses and all that, don't you? But of course. Those curse stones. They're terribly dangerous things, capable of killing without a trace so long as the conditions admit. I hadn't thought of it that way, but yeah. Imagine what might happen if one were to fall into the wrong hand. It would be far safer in mine, wouldn't you agree? Although it seems I've arrived too late to stop you from killing that poor woman. Oh, what are you? That wasn't me. I'm willing to overlook your indiscretion, but only if you give me your curse stone. No way in hell. For all I know, the wrong hands are yours. Very well. I'd hope to settle this amicably, but you leave me no choice. This Takumi guy must have a curse stone of his own. At least I'd be safer to assume so. It would explain how he knows so damn much. So he can kill me instantly as long as he fulfills his stone's condition. Until I know what those conditions are, I can't really make any sudden moves. I have to keep him talking, learn about what I can, and figure out a way to get my curse out first. I gotta get him to leave me behind. Though, it wouldn't be a waste not to take this chance to find out about the other curse bearers. We're now into some... This really is some kind of like weird battle royale manga combat curse supernatural genre thing. I need a topic that'll keep him talking. My best would be about Takumi. Before I give you my curse stone, I want to know who you are. I need to know if I can trust you. A reasonable enough concern. Very well. I'm associated with great sorcerer Suigen Gamyodo. Suigen Gamyodo? Indeed, you must have heard of him. I believe he was recently featured in a certain magazine. Your unfortunate companion here came seeking his console not a few days ago. It was from her that I learned your name. I thought she would have mentioned me to you, but it seems like that was presumptuous of me. When did this happen? Why, just 2 or 3 days ago. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm not buying that. He knows I don't know who he is, so he's just trying to feed me a story. I've only known Yoko for a month, but she never mentioned going to see some mystic. Although it is Yoko we're talking about there, so it's hard for me to say for sure. I hope that's enough to convince you that my hands are more than trustworthy. How do I know it wasn't you who killed Yoko with your curse? Mr. Okie, if you're hoping to trick me into revealing whether or not I possess a curse stone, I assure you, you cannot. Damn it. It is your curse that was responsible, Mr. Okie, no matter what you might tell yourself. That doesn't make sense. I only found it after Yoko died. Oh? Don't play dumb. I know you're the one who did this. Whether you chose to believe me or not is your prerogative, but you're mistaken. But you should know that multiple curses awaken at once at the stroke of midnight. There are many other curses in Honjo and many other curse bearers. It's not premature of you to assume that. Is it not premature of you to assume that I am the one responsible? Wait, so you're saying that at midnight a bunch of people became curse bearers? There's no point in me continuing this conversation. For all I know, he could be telling me anything. Takumi Yumioka. How the hell does he know me? It's not like I've been getting out much. I barely have life outside of work. Ooh, same. Wait, that's it. My word, that's how he knows me. I've never actually met him, so it totally slipped my mind. Secretary of the chairwoman at Haku Soaps. The man who is covertly watching chairwoman at this chemical factory that he works at. Works for the company chairwoman Natsu Yamioro demonstrates his unwavering loyalty through a swift and exact execution of every task. Ah, so he lied. He lied to me. Friggin' Gamyodo my ass. This guy thinks he can sell me anything. I don't know if having figured that out helps me much right now. For each of the 7 mysteries, there's a curse and a curse bearer, right? Do you know who any of the others are? And what would you do with that information? Your intentions are nothing untoward, I hope. It is in the hearts of the selfish and insipid of those who would be most tempted by the right of resurrection that the curse takes roots. And the curse's resentful memories impart a powerful urge to kill, as I am certain you are aware. You are a victim of circumstances, Mr. OK, but your situation is exceedingly dangerous. You must relinquish your curse stone for your own benefit, before it is too late. Too late? It's already too late. There's no going back. All I can do is keep pressing forward. And if you're going to stand in my way, then I'll have to stop you. Might you take that as a threat, Mr. OK? I would encourage you to exercise more discretion before you fall foul of a curse. Suigan Gamioto, my ass. I know who you are. You work at Haku Soaps just like me. You're the chairwoman's secretary. Whoa. That took you long enough. Your lack of company loyalty is frankly astounding. Allow me to reiterate my request, then. Not as a stranger, but as your superior. Hey, we're not at the office. You don't get to push me around like that. Why is our chairwoman's secretary even out looking for curse stones anyways? I refrain from revealing myself precisely to avoid such questions, but I suppose needs must. Since the dawn of the Show area, the land of Honjo has nurtured our company's growth and vice versa. It's our duty to ensure that curses do not take roots in this land we know as our home. I'm not sure by that. Like many things, this is not a matter that concerns the rank and file. The chairwoman has no desire to spread fear throughout our beloved company's birthplace. Now, if that is all, I must insist that you hand me your curse stone. Why are you so convinced that it's my curse that killed Yoko? Why, it's simply that... Huh? I do believe I saw your companion move. What? Yoko? Wait, she doesn't look any... Ah! No. Shit. I fell for the oldest trick in the book. Damn it all. Shogo OK. Cease. Shogo's blunder. My lady, you seem to have arrived at less than favorable results. This is a mere conjecture on my part, but perhaps you ought to be more careful about turning your back on unscrupulous individuals. Fear not, you may take as many attempts as you please before your unfortunate mishaps. Very well, just remember whatever you do, do not turn around. What are you doing? Should you not check on her? If I want to use my curse on him, I have to get him to walk away and leave me behind. Now, what would convince him to do that? Scenario 1. He does what he came here to do. Scenario 2. He suddenly needs to be somewhere else. He's probably here for my curse stone, so I don't think I'd get out of Scenario 1 alive. Scenario 2 means hoping something will happen by chance, and luck is rarely on my side. So my only hope is Scenario 3. Something makes it impossible for him to stay. I don't have to keep him away forever, I just need him to walk away once. What do you want with my curse stone anyways? I intend to seal it away in a secure location so it may never be used again. I'm certain that you too would rather be free of this burden. The power to kill without fear of consequences is itself a curse. There are many ne'er-do-wells in this world who could not resist the urge to use it. All the more so that the problem is the chance of resurrection from the dead. So you'll seal it away? How? I'll put it in the care of a sorcerer who is well versed in supernatural matters. If I gained your trust, I must ask you to hand me a curse stone. Alright. Wait, I've got it. I know I can convince him to leave. Oh crap, I totally forgot. What was it? I called an ambulance. Oh right, I forgot to mention I called an ambulance. They should be coming any minute now. An ambulance? Have you lost your mind? They will arrive to find you standing next to a corpse, alone in the dead of night. No doubt they'll hand you over to police who will have some questions for you. Probably, but I'm sticking with Yoko. Unless you want to join me in the interrogation room, you better get out of here. You're telling the truth, I see. They are getting closer by the second. I cannot afford to be waylaid at this juncture. I fear I must take my leave. Do I do it? Do I become a murderer? Alright. I'll put it as a poll. Because I'm pretty sure this is a very important decision. Do I kill Yumiyoko? Yes, no. Because this definitely is going to get him to turn around. And I just need him to take one step away. Alright, I got 2 people who say no. Sooner or later, I will return for your cursed stone. I only hope you do not abuse it in the meantime. Well then, I bid you good evening. Wait, what? I didn't touch it. Wait, I didn't touch it. He's dead. Yeah, I didn't press the curse button in the top left. He's really dead. You could see my mouse in the center of the screen. So this is what a curse stone can do. I guess that must be like a tutorial murder, I suppose. Whoa. Has gained 1% of a soul drag. I assume that really is a tutorial, a forced murder, as it were. But yeah, I have to kill 100 people. I felt bad for leaving Yoko, but I couldn't stay there. The emergency medical services will probably take care of her body. Takumi's as well. This will be all over the news tomorrow. But until then, at least I know she'll be in a safe place. Alright. I have to find my next sacrifice quickly. Holy shit, he went right into the deep end. I have no time to waste. I need to find other curse bearers and collect their souls. Killing Takumi barely got me any soul drags. I guess he mustn't have been a curse bearer after all. That's not enough. The soul of a non-curse bearer amounts to little more than leftover breadcrumbs. I have to think of places where the other curse bearers of the 7 mysteries will be. The curses were activated around midnight. Theirs were bound to be active still. I should check to see if there are any other places with connections to the mysteries nearby. At the very least, another curse bearer might be thinking the same as me, meaning I could run into them. Yeah, he jumped way into murder people real fast. We have the Haunting Clappers or the Foot Washing Mansion. I collect the other curse bearer's souls before dawn and bring Yoko back to life. I should go to a narrow location connected. I'm curious about that Foot Washing Mansion. Let's go see what it's about. Actually, let's read. The story is something that occurred in Dev Night in the residence of Mika Socho. A foul-smelling wind rattled around the house. Suddenly, a giant foot drenched in blood smashed through the ceiling. Wash, it commanded. After servants carefully washed the foot, it returned from whence it came, fixing the roof it had broken. Men who'd been visited by the foot every night asked a friend to trade houses with him. That night, the foot stopped appearing. That's pretty weird. Just a giant foot Kool-Aid manning its way through the roof. And then the ever-burning lantern is... On a bone-chilling winter's night, one of many upon a Soba cart wandering the canal known as South Paranormasight, but there's something strange about this cart. No matter when one might visit, its owner is nowhere to be found. Yet the lantern that hangs from it always stays perpetually lit, burning brightly even with no oil to fuel it. Should one attempt to put out the flame, it immediately roars back to life. However, there is also the tale of the never-burning lantern, another telling of the story in which the Soba's cart lantern always remains dark, refusing to be lit. That's also not very scary. This late at night, even a road as big as this went silent in his grave. Is it just me, or is it oddly dark around here? Could this be... Hello, what is that? There, something's over there. Is that a curse echo? A curse of 7 mysteries given form? I knew it. There is a curse bearer around here. Alright. You know what? Let's get closer. I just got happy if I just sit and wait. Let's check it out. Am I dead? Darn, now what? This isn't a curse doing. Someone's pulling me in. Ugh, that hurt. Looks like I'm inside the building. Did it toss me here? I can't see squat. Is this the same darkness from the curse echo? Completely enclosed. It doesn't seem like there's even a window. There's no telling which direction I'm facing. It got me. This has to be a work of near a curse bearer. Is this a darkness because of the curse echo, or they're trying to trap me here? Guess I should be glad they haven't killed me yet. If I don't start searching for a way out. Shit, I can't even see a thing. If only I had a source of light. You know what this is? This is a freaking JoJo stand battle. Alright, concrete walls all around. Ah, my stomach. Yeah, I think this is a bad end. Blah. I mean, if you look at the thing, you can tell that it's a guy cutting his stomach open. So I assume that made him do exactly that. Okay, so I'm gonna assume we don't actually have the stuff available to tackle that area. So is this like a weird Mega Man boss format where you need like an item from one thing to beat the other? Aha, a lighter. Well, exactly what we needed to get rid of that darkness. Well, we might as well check out on the bridge. Hello. It's a guy. Someone's standing on the bridge, silhouetting themselves against the sky. Wait. Fine, I'll go first. Whoa. I see. Interesting. Well, now, this is a surprise. Huh? Who are you? If you got the wrong guy, just say so. Come now, it won't hurt to at least tell me your name. What are you doing here? Very good. You shouldn't give up your name so easily, especially not to strangers. Gone is the age when might made right. Nowadays, it's information that rules the world. You do well to remember that. You're the one who asked. Your name, your address, your phone number, your age, your occupation, your personal information is much more valuable than you might think. You should treat those things with care. So I guess you don't plan to tell me anything either then. You call you Richter Kai. private detective. But didn't you say not... Oh, never mind. You say you're a detective. That's right. I'm a man who deals in secrets. He's literally doing a JoJo pose. Don't expect me to share any more information with you, though. I only told you so that we could have an understanding. What's the detective doing around here? Working, and that's all I'll say about that. I could ask you the same thing, though. It seems like a strange place to stop. What brought you here? I saw a strange man. I see. Then let me ask a different question. Why did you go out of your way to strike up a conversation with that strange man? I'm looking for someone. I figured it was worth seeing if you knew anything. You don't say. In that case, I just might be able to help you. Can you describe the person you're looking for? What's the beckoning light? While walking on the road near Honoji at night, one might spot a hazy lantern light ahead. Despite there being no one around, following it will cause it to go out suddenly when getting near, but just when one fears the darkness might swallow them up, and it will appear ahead, as if guiding the one who sees it. Some say the flame is benevolent, while others believe it's a monster leading some astray. I know I said a person, but I'm actually looking for something called a beckoning light. The beckoning light? Aha! The 7 Mysteries of Hanjo. That's right. That's right. A friend of mine was really into that kind of stuff. She said the beckoning light appears here in the middle of the night. I went to see for myself. Really? You're the adventurous type, aren't you? Oh, unfortunately, I think you're out of luck. I've been here for a while, but I haven't seen any strange lights. Alright, well, thanks for telling me. But just wait 1 second. There's still time left for it to appear. Why don't we wait together? Thanks, but I'm good. Really? Well, I'm sorry I couldn't be any more help. Alright, so let's try to deal with that darkness with the lighter now. Okay, and then use the lighter. Perfect, it works. Now I can make out my surroundings a bit better. What the? Something. Drat, he's got a light. That ruins everything. Is someone there? Are you a curse bearer? It's over. Time to get out of here. What the? Why? I don't feel too bad because he did kill me in their timeline. That was a close one. I didn't catch a glimpse of the curse bearer, but it seems like I'm all right. Wow. 30%. This curse must have something to do with the light and darkness. My guess it would be the ever-burning lantern. So there is a connection between the 7 mysteries and the way the curses work. That might be useful to know. Wow, we killed someone without even knowing where he is. Like, that's right, I mean to ask. Do you have a light on you? A light? You mean for cigarettes? Well, I've got this cheap one I picked up, but that's it. Oh no, this will do nicely. Are you sure? He's a flamboyant fellow. I wouldn't bat an eyelid if this were the inner city, but he stands out like a sore thumb in these parts. Anyways, I should get back to work. Once you're gone, of course. Is there a reason I can't be here? Of course, my work is top secret. Alright. Well, we got one curse bear. I mean, Shogo is really nonchalant about just killing a person just now. This is Midoricho Park, location of Taiko Suguru, one of the 7 mysteries. Huh? Someone's here. 2 men, one middle-aged and another young adult talking to each other. There's a good chance that one of them could be a curse bearer. I'll try to scope things out without being spotted. Ooh. They're supposed to be around here, but I don't see anyone, boss. No need to get ahead of ourselves. I bet we see something before the night's done. Maybe you're right, but still, there's 7 mysteries. Huh? Was there a noise from us behind us just now? Never mind. Must have been the wind. I don't think we're so skinny that we could fit behind a tree like that. But does the curse really let you kill someone without touching someone? Sorry, something's bugging me. We gotta have a check back there. Shit. Nothing. Guess this place is just keeping me on edge. Ah! Sorry, sir. Would you mind if we asked you a few questions? They found me. Oh, so you two are police officers. People often say we don't look like it, so we startled you. Sure, there's no problem, but we'll have to ask you some questions as a procedure. I'm June Ariel from the Metropolitan Police Department, Investigation Division. And this old guy with the scowling mug is Chief Inspector Tetsuo Tatsumi, my superior officer. You wouldn't guess it from that frown, but he's actually got quite the sweet tooth. Ariel, quit blabbering. Now first, can you show me some ID with your name, address, and occupation? I'll be okay if I'm better off just going along with it. Oh, you work for Haihaku Soaps. I hear they've been raking in lately. Is that true? I don't know much about that. I'm just a recent hire. People are loving that new hair product you have. I use it all the time myself. Thank you for your patronage. Ariel, you use hair products? Get with the times, boss. Guys nowadays will all use these kind of things. Is that right, Mr. Okie? Yeah, sure. We even make some of the men's cosmetics now. That's so. What time we live in. Sorry, boss is a kind of caveman who thinks that using a bar of soap is, using only a bar of soap for all his washing makes him cool or something. I don't think that. I just don't care enough to use anything else. Actually, we do have an all-in-one soap for just that purpose. There are plenty of people like you. Huh, hear that, Ariel? That's what I'm talking about. You should put out more of those. Aren't you riled up? I'll leave the questions to him. I got nothing to ask. Anyways, Mr. OK, what is it that you're doing here? Actually, I'm searching for 7 mysteries. Have you heard of 7 Mysteries of Hanjo, Detective? Yeah, I've heard of them. We were just talking about them a minute ago. The girl I know is into them. That's how I got interested. I see. I seem to remember that even Midoricho Park had one of the 7 mysteries associated. What was it again? On your way to the soap store? Yeah. Which one was Midoricho Park? No. The Taiko of Sugu. That's right, the Taiko of Sugaru. The whole area used to be the residence of the Sugaru clan of samurai. So that's why you're hanging around in the middle of the night. Discover anything interesting? No, nothing, though I admit I haven't been looking into these things too hard. Right, I think I understand your situation. Thank you for your answers. Now it's quite late, so it's best you'd be heading home. Oh no, they're detectives. They're not here to investigate the corpse that was here, are they? No, I'm still fine anyways. It's not like a curse would show up as evidence in police investigation. I can hardly believe how calm I am. Just need to keep a cool head and not panic. Something wrong. You're free to go. Detective shows no sign of leaving. I don't have to conclusive proof that they're curse bearers either. The risk is too high for me to stick around talking with them for too long. Let's see. Well, I'll be going now. Take care. Also, I noticed that the my curse got updated in the files. Here I am at Komagata High School. Here we go. A resentful memory. Toki loved fishing with her father, Jinkichi, more than anything. With their wicker baskets on their back, they would leave for the canal every morning and fish till the evening. The miso soup her mother Koma made using the carp they caught was to die for. Her parents loved her dearly. One day, however, her father disappeared. Toki's mother went to look for him, but never came back either. Those who came to express their concerns eventually stopped visiting out of fear. Toki continued to wait all alone. Mother, father, where did you go? Don't leave me behind. Unable to bear the loneliness, she left her home and trudged all along the roads until night fell. Neither her mother nor father were anywhere to be found. Tears stung her eyes. Suddenly, the sound of fish splashing the water cut through the silence. She found herself standing before the canal where they used to fish together. The taste of carp and memory of her father's smile flashed across her mind. Without thinking, Toki walked into the moat. The sound of water splashing echoed throughout the night air. Passerby thought of it only as a fish in a canal. The splashing faded and silence returned in the lonely night. Now that's a ghost story. Ah, someone's here. Whoa, what the? High school girl. I'm so sorry, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine, but did you just climb over the school gate? Oh, what's going on? Why are you out of school this late? Well, I'm really sorry, but I'm in a big hurry right now, so I gotta go. Hey, wait. Huh? A curse. Why? So, I don't even have a choice. It looks like it just happens anytime anyone leaves me. I can't be... Mia, I'm sorry. Wow, we didn't even know who she was and she just died. Blag. That wasn't even that much. I killed her. Nice. He was a curse bearer. This is working. I just have to keep it up. How many more do I need? 1, 2. I don't even have a choice here. He is just going on a killing spree now. Alright, on to the next one. First, the one-sided read by Ryokogo Bridge, then the Evergreen Beach and the former Yasuda Garden. Finally, the Sumida River. The former Yasuda Gardens. There was some kind of incident here recently, so the entrance was closed off. It was easy enough to sneak in there since there's no guards at this time of night. However, feels weird being in these magnificent gardens after hours. There's not a visitor or groundskeeper in sight. Ryokogo Public Hall is also on the grounds. This eye-catching structure that makes the place feel even more otherworldly. Hello. So, have you decided what you're going to do with your... Oh, so precious. We're getting awfully close. curse stone. Yeah. As soon as I snuck into the gardens, the woman inside called out from behind me. I've been waiting for you. I also have a curse stone. Your sudden proclamation had me at a loss for words, so the woman continued. I have you in a position where I can use my curse on you whenever I please. So, if you hand over your curse stone, I'll at least spare your life. At that moment, all I could squeeze out was a reply was, let me think about it. Which brings us to now. Alright. Don't tell me you still haven't made up your mind. Such an indecisive man. Wait, I might hand over my curse stone depending on certain things. Will you hear me out for a moment? Sure, go on. If we're going to talk, we should at least get to know each other better. My name is Oh, stop. Huh? Let's not do that, alright? If I know your name, I might start to feel sorry for you. And have a harder time killing you. You would? Don't you think? 7. Shit! She's counting down. If you take my curse stone, what are you gonna do with it? With your curse stone? It's burning with soul dregs, isn't it? It's already killed so many, no? How does she know so much? I like to avoid such crude methods myself. 6. Did I expose myself somehow? She said that she can use her curse on me anytime, so I guess I've already fulfilled its conditions. Could be a bluff, but since she seems to have information on me, it's probably true. I can't have it over my curse stone. I need to figure out how her curse is activated and find out a way out of here. For now, maybe I can get some information by talking about something that catch her interest. The right of resurrection. You want soul dregs. That means you're after the right of resurrection too, right? Not that I'm trying to compare our circumstances, but can I ask what led you to this? Oh my. Do you mean that if my situation is more dire than yours, you'd give your curse stone to me? Sure, I'd consider it, so tell me. Liar. Huh? You wouldn't hang your faith on something as superficial as that? Nor would I. 5. What condition have I fulfilled since the moment I stepped foot in here? Something that I'm still doing even now. Think, what could it be? Maybe something I have on me? If I suddenly strip naked on the spot, might be able to avoid her curse? No, that would take too long. She'd probably kill me before I even got my shirt off. Plus, I'd look like a creep. The other possibility is a condition that has to do with the location we're in. If being here is what activates the curse of the Evergreen Beach, then I'll continue to meet that condition as long as I'm here. Which means, in which case, there's no escape. She'd activate her curse even before I got away from the gardens. I'm sure I'd recognize it after setting it off, but it's not like I get to do things over. Hello, Master EV12. Welcome. I am Lita Barnett, the Silver Star VTuber. I am a Western themed VTuber who plays all sorts of strange and unusual games, and right now, we are about to die. I'm trying to figure out how to not die. Beautiful beach tree, blah, blah, blah. Some person of the house became known as the beach resident. Somehow one had ever seen a single leaf fall from trees. Rumors spread that eventually tree became known as Evergreen Beach. However, this particular species of tree is actually an evergreen, so the lack of falling leaves is nothing out of the ordinary. The strangest part of this legend is that it became a legend at all. So, you know, I'm gonna try and introduce. Well, what if you just tell me your name? Why? Well, I need to call you something. Then call me ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Huh? All right, ma'am. Yes. What is it? This is bad. She's completely running the show here. 4. So if I can't figure out her curse, I'll have to set off my own. I don't see how I can make her leave, though. Not while she has the upper hand. All I could think of was make her use her curse. But there's no way I could counterattack after she curses me. Not unless if you're a video game protagonist who can go back through time. Yeah. I am super happy about my artists. My credits on who my artists and riggers are on my socials right here. So if you want to check out my Twitter, it's right there and it has all my artists and rigging information. Can you take soul dregs from other curse bearer stones and add them to your own? Who knows? But you have to admit, it's worth trying. So basically, you want soul dregs, but you steal the ones others have carried because you don't want to get your own hands dirty? You're half right. But half wrong too. I don't mind getting my hands dirty. I just want to end this with as little trouble as possible. Understand? 3. Thank you so much for the follow. Check out my Discord as well, which I linked earlier if you want to keep track of my information and my schedule. The Rite of Resurrection. My son. What? He'd be in 6th grade right now. Oh, so she's a MILF. If he were still alive. When I'm one of the big kids, I help look after the 1st and 2nd graders, he'd say. He'd always had such a strong sense of justice and responsibility. He wouldn't stand by when he saw the other kids being bullied. He'd defend them, even if he was no match for the bully himself. He'd often come home in tears, but only because he was so sad he wasn't strong enough to save others. He wanted to be a policeman when he grew up. Okay, I get it. I've heard enough. Oh, that's enough for you? Yeah. Hearing such a sad story just makes me all the more sorry I haven't changed my mind. I see. So even after what I told you. 2. I've had enough. 2 curse bearers. Shouldn't be carrying on like this. 1. Wait. How do you know you haven't already set off my curse? Go on then. Use it. Shit. If I had, you could have activated without all that bluster. And yet, here you are. Damn. Does she already know about it? Or about the student from before? But if she already knows what would activate it, she wouldn't hide it. Because if you know what activates my curse, there's no way you would set it off yourself. So she must not know yet. I still have a chance. Listen. I don't want you to get a wrong idea about what. Talking like this instead of killing you immediately. It's just a whim of mine. What I mean to say is that you're never in a position to bargain. 0. Such a shame. What? This is the end for you. It's literally a stand. Farewell. No. Fire! Fire! It's so hot! It burns! Fire! Of course! Fire! That's what it was! That guy, damn it! He must have been following me, but it's already too late. Blah. Yeah, you missed the whole conversation with Volk Sound. Unfortunately, as an enemy stand user, I have to finish her off. Huh? Throw away this lighter. Why did I suddenly get an impulse to do that? Yes, really, throw it away. Not sure why, but here goes nothing. Why did you just... Oh, why? Why would you throw away your lighter all of a sudden? Huh? Well, I just kind of felt like it. How? Why is she losing it all of a sudden? Could that letter have been what fulfilled the condition of her curse? But why? How did I... How could you? Look, this use curse button that's going up here in the corner, you can see my mouse right here in the center. It's going to activate automatically. Ah. There you go. Shogo's a cold stone killer. Won't even pass up the chance to kill MILF. Ah, this can't be my Shuichi. Damn, she had a lot on her. Yeah, Shogo's scary. Good question for you. What the? Sorry, this son, but I gotta ask. You don't mind, do you? Are you a curse bearer? What? Is this his curse echo? So a curse echo's like the stand? To make it obvious that he's a curse bearer himself, what is he trying to pull? Maybe he's confident that he can activate his curse before I activate mine. Gotta be careful. How shall I respond here? What's that? The hell is that? You took too long to answer. Huh? Plus, you glanced behind me when the curse echo appeared. I knew it, you're a curse bearer too. You stop trying to hide it now. Not that you were doing a very good job. Damn it. Yeah, you're right. I appreciate the honesty. I just want to have a nice, calm little chat. My name's Yatoro Naimagaki. My curse echo is the foot washing mansion. A chat? I'm not gonna curse first and ask questions later just because we're both curse bearers. Got a little more class than that. I hope you're smart enough to extend me the same courtesy. Alright, fine, chat away. Thank you, good to know I'm dealing with someone reasonable. Alright, let's talk, what do you want? Right, I'll cut straight to the chase. Will you join forces with me? Join forces? To gather soul dregs? Yep. You're using your curse because there's someone you want to resurrect too, right? In that case, it'd be more effective for the two of us to work together than to do it all yourself. Think about it, we could split the work and we'd have two kinds of curses at our disposal. Working together, I hadn't thought about that before. Can the soul dregs and one curse stone be moved to another? That's a fundamental requirement for this to work. Well, we'll have to test it. I can't do that alone either. I see. Alright, then, if working together helps us both get what we want, maybe it's not a bad idea. Thanks! Glad to be dealing with someone who can think things through rationally. But there's something I need to know in advance. Tell me, how many soul dregs do you have right now? Right now, I have some, of course. I'm more than competent after all. I'm asking you how many? I'm at 1%, but don't worry about it. My curse is so easy to activate, I'll have plenty in no time. I bet you haven't managed to get any on your own, have you? I'm at 92%. Huh? Say what? That's the amount of soul drugs I have in my curse stone right now. Oh, what? Wait, are you serious? You're not even close to being on my level. Damn, Shogo's fucking cold. I'll keep gathering soul drugs on my own. Let's forget all this joining forces business. You've got to be kidding me. I call your bluff. Don't think you can scare me off so easily. I see. That's too bad. If you don't feel like talking, then you leave me no choice. I even gave you a chance to come out of this alive. Real shame you're just gonna waste it. What are you... What? This is the voice of a curse echo? Among the 7 mysteries. For example, memory of the foot washing mansion is particularly strong. You can't block out by plugging your ears. As soon as you hear the voice of my curse echo, it's the end for you. Damn it. Wow, he's not lying. That is a ridiculously easy curse to activate. You have a way to evade curses that no one else is capable of, don't you? Fear not. You may make as many attempts as you please. Very well, remember to ward off the curse before it's activated. But bear in mind, Shogo okay, blah blah. Alright. Skip through this dialogue. This is going nowhere. Sorry, but there's no way I can accept your offer until I know that. Who's to say you won't run away while we're in the middle of testing it? Well, you're just gonna have to trust me, or do you think you can collect them all yourself? Gotta get them all. Soul drugs, man. But, nope, that got me killed. How are we supposed to avoid this one? I guess we're supposed to keep him talking. Wait, no, both options lead to me dying. You can't block it out by plugging your ears as soon as you hear the voice of my curse echo. As soon as you hear the voice of my curse echo. Oh. Aha. I know. I was kind of wondering why. Alright. Let's see if anyone else figures it out. So. In the options tab, under audio, there is a voice option. And I was trying to figure out, why is there even a voices option when all the text is unvoiced? But the guy says specifically, if you can hear the voices of his curse, then it's already over. So, if we if we mute the voices. What are you? Among the 7 mysteries, the resentful memory of the foot washing mansion is particularly strong. You can't block it out by plugging your ears. As soon as you hear the voice of my curse echo, it's the end for you. Damn it. A voice? I don't hear any voice. What? There's no way. And yet, he is perfectly unharmed. How? What's going on here? I don't completely understand it myself, but this curse's conditions don't seem to have been met. This is my chance. You, Taro, your curse won't work on me. I'll let you off easy today, so get the hell out of here. You son of a... Fine, I'll be on my way then. But mark my words, I'll make you regret this. Ah. Blarg. Oh, there was a girl back there. I don't know if you saw it, but there was a girl who was watching us. Thank God. And now I've gotten the last of the soul dregs I need. Hi, Gunter. Welcome, welcome. But that's a really cool trick where you can reduce the voices in order to power down his curse. Thank God, and now I've gotten the last of the soul dregs I need. Was that just coincidence? He wasn't able to activate his curse for some reason. Things are going really well. Luck must be on my side. Oh, I should check my curse stone. I should have gained a lot just now. What the? Ah! Well, he's dead. I bet you that girl at the end killed him. Pardon me the interruption, but I'd like to take this chance to tell you about the story chart. This is a screen which will appear when you open up the story chart. From here, not only can you see the overall structure of the current story, but you can also progress along different branching routes by playing past stories over again. We could call this exactly the power that Shogoke have sought after. Normally, you have been able to use the story chart feature freely. However, due to certain circumstances, it has been locked until now. From here on, you'll return to the story chart from time to time at breaks in the story. At those times, you'll choose yourself which story you'd like to continue next. Aha! Ba, 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 ba. By the way, should you use the story chart to replay a past event, do you remember what you must do and where? Of course you do. After all, you have gotten this far. What trigger did Yoko Fukunaga set off that led to her dying the way she did? You've come this far several times, so I have every confidence you will be alright. As long as you make sure not to do that thing. However, like with the lighter in the voice earlier, Shogo Okie will have no way of knowing that himself. Oh, on that note, I am curious. Have you determined how many people Shokie killed with his curse? I never pressed the curse button, so I'm going to say he's killed no one. I see. So that's your understanding of things. As it turns out, the correct answer is 4. Damn it. Well, that is all. Please continue the story at your leisure from the story chart screen. Never mind, he did kill people. Alright. Well. Something's happening to Yoko. Whoa. So let's see if we can save Yoko somehow. Feels like the air just changed. Yoko, are you okay? What's wrong? No, this can't be. No. Why? Ah! Yoko! It's no use. She's in no condition to talk. Huh? What? Keep yelling her name. Is calling her name really gonna help? I'm already yelling as hard as I can. Shouldn't I look for what's causing this? There's nothing there. Yoko, hang in there. Yoko, look at me. You're gonna be okay. It's alright. There's nothing there. Yoko! Aha! We changed the timeline. Yoko didn't die. Summary of previous events. Shogo cries Yoko's name in desperate attempt to wake her as she lies unmoving on the ground. Will this please get to her? Huh? Oh good, you're awake. What? Are you okay? You were so rattled and confused, I thought you'd already lost it. Do you feel dizzy? Have a headache? Are your humors off balance? Ah. Wait, why did you say that? I think I've heard that before. You're the one who said it earlier. Alright, that must have been it. My humors were off balance. What? Back there? You ended up like that because of your humors. Yeah, I've heard that at this age, your humors being even a little bit off can be fatal. Are they talking humors like the color humors from the medieval times, like the black humors and stuff? Like, what is a humors? I'm glad you're back to normal now. Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cause you so much trouble. But I really don't remember what happened. Sounds like what happened to me. Maybe this place is dangerous somehow. What? Are you blacking out? Yeah. Backing out? Yeah, it just doesn't feel safe to me, and I'm worried about you. Let's call off today's investigation. Come on, I just started feeling back to normal too. Nope, not happening. Go home. I'll even pay for your cab fare, okay? I ended up having to force the still protesting Yoko into a taxi. Even then, she still wouldn't stop complaining. So to placate her, I promised I'd search the park on my own for a little while longer. Aha. Worried about Yoko after a bizarre incident, Shogo decides to call off the investigation to mysteries for the night despite her stubborn... It is a new timeline. So 5 a.m. Damn, he stayed up till 5 a.m. looking? In further news... Oh, he's dead. Before dawn today, a police officer on patrol discovered a man collapsed in Samita City Park. The man was taken to the hospital, but his death was confirmed shortly after. Investigation is still underway, but police suspect connection to the other unexplained deaths found in the area around it at the same time. Well, shit. I was kind of hoping we'd avoid this whole nonsense. Wait, that's an ending? That's an ending? The skip the entire game ending, I suppose. Well done in your efforts thus far. This brings Shogo Oke's story to a close. What? That's his canonical ending? That he just straight up dies? Oh, but this is not the end. Far from it. In fact, this is where the story finally begins. The routes of the three protagonists have now been unlocked. Hare Shigema, the woman who lost her son when he was kidnapped and murdered. Tetsuo Tatsumi, the chief inspector of the 1st Investigation Division, is looking into the death of an officer in the line of duty. And Yako Sazaki, a high school girl who wants to bring her friend back from death, the girl who died in a suspicious suicide. Each of them is burdened with circumstances that leave them no choice but to seek the right of resurrection. Following these three storylines will reveal the full nature of all that is occurring. With that, please, enjoy the continuation of this tale. Interesting. I wonder if there was so there was a girl in the background. Actually, nah, probably not. Alright, who do we want to play as? Do we want to play as the MILF mom, or the officer, or as the high school girl? And the high school girl, we barely even talked to. She just straight up died. Like, Shogo just straight up killed. Mom? Okay, mom. When the son of Haru Shigema was kidnapped, the botched investigation by police resulted in the child's murder. 1 year later, Haru has hired a private investigator to help resolve the unsettled case. Late at night, while speaking to the detective at her home, something strange suddenly appears. Kill them. Flame bearers. Kill them all. You have acquired the power of the cursed stone, the haunting clappers. You can use it to kill those with fire or fire-starting device on the person. In the evening, bell rings in Iricho. A night watchman patrols dark streets and announces his presence by shouting warnings about fires, all the while striking his wooden clappers. But tonight, the son of a narrow set of clappers answers back. He curiously claps his clappers together again. Clack, clack. The echo answers again. But no matter how hard he searches for a source of the second pair of clappers, he never finds it. Some says it was the work of a mischievous Tanuki or Katsune, while others say it was a warning from the spirit of someone who lost her life at a terrible fire. Red. Everything is dyed crimson. My home is burned to the ground. It's hot, so hot. I must call for help, but I cannot speak. My throat must be burned from the smoke. No, I think I'm already on fire. That's right, I'll just use the clappers. Clack, clack, clack. Is anyone there? Clack, clack, clack. Why is no one coming? I'm going to burn to death. How did it come to this? Alright, her. It must be the work of that vixen who appeared suddenly and enchanted my lord. That witch. Those hauntingly cold eyes had my lord dancing in the palm of her hands. Perhaps I was also taken by her. How many innocent people did I lure under my orders? This must be karma, the sound of a heavy bell. It feels like my head will split open. Ah, right, the evening bell. That must be why nobody can hear the sound of my clappers. Gotta do it louder. Clack, clack. Now I can kill someone through their Xbox 360. He had a red ring of death, a fire starter. Now. Ew. Can you hear it, Curse Bearer? You who so strongly desires the right. Kill them. Back with me, ma'am. Yeah, thank you for the hydrate. Can't say I understand what just happened, but it certainly seems to have put you in a good mood. This might be the first time I've ever seen you really smile. Sweet dreams. Housewife Haruhi Shigema. Haruhi is a housewife who resides in a manor near Shumoku Bridge. Her 11-year-old son, Shuichi, was kidnapped and murdered about a year ago. The death was a result of a mistake on part of the detective assigned to the case. A mistake which enraged the kidnapper and had him cut off all contact with the police, leaving no room for negotiation. The incident was covered up and Shuichi's killer remains at large, leaving a aggrieved Haruhi to call on the services of a private detective, Victor Kai, to uncover the truth. The Shigema family came from a line of samurai who built their residence in Honjo during the Edo period. They assumed important positions in the police force following the Meiji Revolution, thereby protecting their family's elevated status. Even today, many of the Shigema line works as police bureaucrats and secret police officers. National Police, However, family prioritizes work above all else. So long before Haruhi's marriage grew cold. Though she wants for nothing, she is isolated from her neighbors and is withdrawn from society. Seeing her son grow into a young man gave Haruhi a purpose in life, but it was cut short following the incident. Depressive fits. Thank you for the stretch. A few months ago, her husband was transferred to another area for work and now rarely returns home. Wow. Wow. No. Not dreams. Sounds like something I might want to hear about. Let me bring you up to speed. We're in the middle of a chat when you suddenly start spacing out. Then the whole time you were grinning to yourself like you just won the lottery. Care to tell me what that was all about? Well, where to start? Interesting. Very interesting. So, the haunting clapper's curse echoed appeared out of nowhere. Told you how to perform the rites of resurrection and gave you the curse, you'll need to do it. Never got that right. That's right. So, if it's all real, honestly I still find it hard to believe. But I guess I have to now. I saw this curse stone appear in your hand myself. It looked like a pop clean thin out of thin air. With evidence that clear, there's no denying that there's some supernatural force at work. Wow, he's real quick to accept that ghosts are real. I don't think you quite understand. Oh? This isn't about evidence. It isn't about belief. I think it's more than that. I know it's real. The moment the curse appeared, I knew everything before I even said a word. It was already there in my head, as clear as day. You just knew, huh? It was etched into my soul along with the curse echoes resentful memories. So I can feel it, what it was like. Dying like they did hundreds of years ago. Wretched in flame, writhing in pain as my flesh blackens and my blood boils. I can feel it. All the agony, all the rage. It fills me with bloodlust. think I need to kill someone. Anyone will do. Just as long as they're carrying fire. See. That could be a problem. You think so? From what I know of you. Oh, sure, you'd see it as an opportunity. The stronger the desire to resurrect someone, the stronger the urge to kill. That's how it seems like to me anyways. Good grief, talk about spanner in the works. I say we take stock for a moment, remind ourselves where we've come from and where we're going. That might be a good idea. A fax machine? It can send images to places along the telephone network. Wow, what a mysterious device. I really don't know how it works. Most houses don't have one. I rarely find a use for it. The telephone. This mansion has a private line. An old hanging scroll. I don't know who painted it. It's been hanging here since before I was born. An arrangement of flowers. Bring it in to someone to do it. I don't even know what the flowers are called. Stereo unit with separate speakers designed for home use. My husband insisted on buying one, even though he isn't the one to listen to music often. That's a pretty fancy stereo, to be honest. Well, I'll be damned. Is that what I think it is? Goodness, he made me jump. It's just a silly local sticker that my son got from somewhere or another. He put it up just before, well, you know what happened. I still can't bring myself to take it down. Here, let me take a closer look. I knew it! It is the head honcho from way back in set number 1. It's a real collector's item. Excuse me? Don't tell me you've never heard of the Mockingbirds. The what? They're the hottest new craze. Cute little birds dressed up like rough and tumble delinquents. I've never heard of them, but this certainly seems to matter to you. The best part is, nobody knows who made them. They just start showing up around town, and soon enough, they'd won everyone's hearts. The story goes that they're made by some anonymous artist who covertly leaves them behind in specific locations. No one knows when and where they'll show up next. They're basically an urban legend of sorts. To think of one would show up here of all places, this is a good sign, I'm sure of it. Oh, well, that's nice. Just utterly confused by this grown man's insistence on collecting children's toys. Like, there's no way anyone could relate to that, right? A color television. Father bought one as soon as it hit the market. He likes to have all the latest gadgets. Unlike the latest models, there's no remote control. We've had it for a long time. Back when I was new, we all gathered around it and marveled at it as a family. But with father and my husband being away so often, it quickly fell into disuse. That's what you hired me for, ma'am. To look into your son's kidnapping last year. To uncover the truth behind the abduction and murder of Shuichi Shikima. Yeah. Oh, yes, I remember. We never did find the one who did it. That's what I'm here about today. In fact, kind of you to let me drop by so late, by the way. I've been turning over every last stone and I think I've come up with a grand total of 1 lead. So you said. As far as the police are concerned, it's a cold case, but I've managed to make some headway. I remember. You were just about to tell me. You know, we still need to figure out exactly what you want me to do. Tell you what, why don't I tell you what I found and then we can make a decision. Alright. I suppose there's not much point going over the kidnapping itself. No, I'm very familiar. Then I like to leave the files to cover and just confirm a few things about this case. The police traced the culprit's calls back to, let's see here, the northern Okio River here in Sumida City. That's quite a wide area. That's right. In the end, they never managed to nail down exactly where the calls were coming from. It was almost certainly the same location that Shuichi was being held captive. So Shuichi's voice could be heard during the killer's calls. Northern Okio River is quite a distance from Shuichi's normal school commute. Factoring in where he was seen at school but went missing before he arrived at his house, it's like he was abducted by car on his route home. Maybe, but... Exactly, Shuichi was a clever boy. He never would have gotten into a car with a stranger. That's right. I was very firm about that. I knew he understood too. I even saw him warning the other children. It's possible that they forced him into the car. The only issue here is there weren't any witnesses to the kidnapping. You can't just bundle someone to a car with that many students around and not be noticed. But nobody came forward to say they saw anything suspicious. So, did they target him at some other time or somewhere away from his usual route? Both of these seem a little far-fetched. Which raises the question, how did the kidnapper pull it off? Police never did manage to find an answer. In the end, they decided the kidnapper must have just gotten lucky. Well, why not turn the problem on its head? The kidnapper managed to convince Shuichi to get into the car, but how? The only thing that makes sense to me is if it was someone he would have had a reason to trust. A teacher perhaps, or a relative, or someone else that he knew. But all of the adults Shuichi knew had alibis. The police checked all through them all thoroughly. Did they now, huh? No one throws numbers at problems like the cops. But what if it wasn't someone he knew, or rather, what if the culprit disguised themselves as a police officer? That would explain why he didn't find any of them suspicious. The Shigema family has close ties with the police after all. He would have had reason to trust them. You might be right. But surely that couldn't have... Well, there's a problem with the theory. You'd be surprised how many police officers stand out. That's sort of the point after all. They're meant to be visible deterrents against crime. But there's an interesting little bit of trivia I happen to know. When you ask people to imagine someone suspicious, no one pictures women or children. Even kids who've been warned about stranger danger often subconsciously expect the danger to look like an adult man. Besides, Shuichi was the sort of boy who wanted to be a police officer when he grew up. Must have had a very strong sense of right and wrong. That's right. Wait, you can't surely mean... Now you're getting it. If, say, a young woman approached Shuichi asking for help, what would he have done? If someone like that said they were lost and asked him for directions, would he have gotten into a car? He might have. My husband always told him that man had a duty to watch out for women and children. You could certainly argue that kind of attitude is outdated these days, but if Shuichi believed it, then we might have something there. Then, you think the culprit was a young woman? But it was a man's voice on the phone. She might have had an accomplice, or maybe she didn't even realize she was being used. If anything, that would explain why she hadn't come forward. She herself might not realize she had anything to do with the case. So, the question is, did anybody see Shuichi speaking of a young woman on the day of his disappearance? See, what I said about these people's biases, that goes for witnesses too. I figured that maybe, if I start asking new questions, I might get some new answers. So I spent my day asking around Shuichi's school route, seeing if anyone had seen something. And one man thought he had. Do you mean he saw it happen? Well, I can't say that for sure. It turned out he wanted something from me, so he asked if we could talk in private. Flashback. Several hours earlier. Alright, this should do. There's no one around. We can speak up in confidence. Excuse me, what was your name again? Junoichi. Damn, look at that 80s hair. You definitely don't see mullets like that these days. Got it. Well, Junoichi, I'm all ears. Just so we're on the same page. You're a private detective. I'm guessing Shuichi Shigema's kidnapping. Do I have that right? Of course. What else do I look like? How should I know that a private detective looks like? Oh, forget it. Look, I'll tell you straight. My life is in danger. I need your help. Huh? You excuse me if that caught me a little off guard? Let me ask you straight. Who's trying to kill you? A student called Michio Shirashi. A schoolgirl, eh? Sounds like you've been naughty. It's nothing like that. That girl, she's a murderer. I'm the only one who knows, but I saw what she did. Michio Shirashi, I saw her kidnap Shuichi Shigema. Come again? I saw her talk to him on the street and lead him away. I didn't think much of it at the time, but then he went missing. She murdered him, I'm sure of it, or at least she has something to do with it. That's what you're here for, isn't it? You can't let her get to me. If that's true, then you've been sitting with some valuable information. Why didn't you tell anybody? Well, you see, if you can't explain that, I don't have any reason to believe you. I couldn't. She told me she'd kill me if I spoke a word. You're telling me a schoolgirl had you scared for your life. So you've been sitting on all this time and you think she's coming for you now that you spilled the beans. Yes, that's it exactly. I'm begging you, don't let her get to me. Arrest her, I'm telling you, she's a demon. Well, you seem to believe what you're saying, but it just doesn't add up. How could a schoolgirl have a fully grown man so terrified? You don't know what she can do. She'll curse me. Curse you? I'm sorry, but you're losing me here. It's her. Her house is... forget it. Why do I even bother? You seem dubious enough to believe me, but I should have known you'd never understand. Enough. I'll find someone else to help me. Hey. And that's about the long and short of it. I can hardly believe it. At the time, I thought his mention of curses was just crazy talk. But I'm starting to see that there might have been more to it. Then, if we can find that girl. Curse or no curse, if she was with Shuichi that day of the kidnapping, then there's a good chance she knows something. On top of that, I did some digging on the man I spoke to. His name is Kohei Junoichi. He's a teacher at the Komagata High School here in Sumida. A teacher? Then the schoolgirl is one of his students? I think that's very likely. At last, we've got a lead. Hopefully it'll be the breakthrough we're looking for. The Rites of Resurrection, huh? I read about it in an occult magazine the other day. Apparently some old books showed up recently with all the gory details. You know, what is with Japanese games and occult novels, magazines? We don't get occult magazines here in the West. But it must be some kind of a common trope or just like a regular, kind of like a gossip magazines type of deal in Japan. Because Scarlet Violet also heavily relies on occult magazines. Let me get a drink of water real quick. And they say that the right can be found somewhere in Hanajo. I remember the first time you told me about that. It felt like my prayers had been heard. Like I had hope, real hope for the first time. Ever since that awful day, I've wondered, what if I hadn't sent him to school? What if I just paid the ransom? Not a day goes by when I didn't think of it. I'd done something differently. Should she would still be alive. You can't blame yourself, ma'am. It was the culprit's fault, not yours. One moment. Though I know that won't help any. Grief's funny like that. I'm guessing that's why you're after the right. I guess I didn't need to ask. It's written all over your face. I can tell how much he meant to you. But this is a big but. If this rights is the real deal, using it will mean killing someone and stealing their soul. Is that a problem? If it comes to that, I'm afraid I'll have to stop you. Oh. That's a shame. A shame, huh? That's all? I thought if I'm going to be competing with the other curse bearers, your detective skills might have come in useful. You realize you're talking about ending someone's life, right? Don't you see an issue with that? I think any parents in my position would happily kill for a chance like this. Is that so? Dear, oh dear, what have I gotten myself into? If it makes you uncomfortable, then you won't have to get any blood on your hands yourself. I don't need you to kill the other curse bearers. I only need you to find them. I won't be party to murder, ma'am. Not even for a client. I'll pay you. How much can I give you to change your mind? Sorry, ma'am. But not everyone has a price. I've got my policies and I stick to them. I see. I didn't realize you were so stubborn. Let me say, though, it's not like I don't get what you're going through. As long as you're not killing anyone with your own hands, maybe I can help you out. What do you have in mind? Well, how about stealing someone else's curse stone after they filled it with soul dregs? If that was really all you're after, then I could lend you my services guilt-free. If the other curse bearers want to kill each other, that's their business. I'm not trying to be a hero here. I guess there's no guarantee a stolen curse stone would work, but we can worry about that later. Well then, I suppose we have a deal. Although, what if I stole curse stone using my curse? Would you still disapprove? That would void our contract, man. Just warning you now. My. Before we go any further, why don't you tell me about that curse of yours? The haunting clappers, was it? That's one of the 7 mysteries of Honjo, if I remember correctly. That's right. The original story did happen somewhere around here, I think. I'm sure I remember hearing that. In that case, my money would be on all the curse bearers being somewhere in Honjo. Our first move should be narrow them down. Some of them are bound to try and come for you first. We'll need to be ready. The curses make their bearers more willing to kill, so an attack could come from anywhere. That sounds sensible. And if I remember correctly, your haunting clappers can set people on fire, but only if they have a naked flame or a lighter in their person. Is that right? That's right. In olden times, wooden clappers were used to warn people of fire. I'm guessing it punishes those who don't heed the warnings. Seems like a good curse to have. It's simple and straightforward enough to use. Though it's hard to say how it stacks up without knowing what else is on the table. You really think it's that good? Your target can't do much to throw it off, and it has a nice, long activation window. It's big that if it works on lighters too, just slip one in your target's pocket. And say that condition was already fulfilled before they even knew you were there. They wouldn't even know what hit them. Maybe I won't have to actually use it. I could just tell someone I could, and they'd have to do what I said. Threats could work, although without any proof, it'll come down to how convincing you can be. If only you could use the curse, then back out at the last second. At the last second? What an interesting idea. I have a lighter right here. We could try it now. That's an interesting proposition. But maybe not. I'm not quite crazy enough to make myself into a human guinea pig. Oh, I see. You're an odd one, ma'am, if you don't mind me saying, and I don't think it's just a curse. You flatterer. Right then, have you decided what you want me working on? Investigate the kidnapping. Finally I have a lead. I need to know what happened to my son. Your wish is my command, ma'am. I'll focus all my efforts into looking into kidnapping. Although, something just occurred to me. You can't investigate the matter at night, can you? At least, until the sun rises. Could you search for the other curse bearers? Alright, I see how it is. I'd be happy to help. Odds are good the other curse bearers are also working by night. Anyone they kill under the cover of darkness won't be discovered until sunrise. I bet they'll be trying to do as much as they can before morning comes. So then, I'll look into the other curse bearers by night. And once the city wakes up, I can start asking questions. I'll investigate the kidnappings as well. Does this guy get 0 sleep? I'll even try and find Miss Shirashi as part of the bargain. Thank you. That's more than enough. My heart's still racing. This is it. My chance at long last. Private investigator I hired. A friend told me about him. Said that he's not very well known, but he's good at what he does. When I first visited his office in Oda City, I saw how he dressed, and I could hardly believe he was a detective. But after talking to him for a while, I changed my mind. He does some strange things at times, but he seems like the reliable sort. Now then. I should get to work. There's only so much time before sunrise. I'll call you if I find anything new. You stay here and keep a lookout. Alright? There's no telling what kind of curses you might find out there on the streets tonight. Don't go outside if you can help it, and try to be ready for anything. I will. Well, if that's all, I should be going. Alright, 1 a.m. Hare Shikima. It's been almost an hour since Richter left. He promised he'd call me if anything happened. But he hasn't. So all I can do is wait and wait. I've seen it too often to feel anything from it now. Flowers put me at ease. Just a little. Should I put a record on? No, it's too late for that. I'm not in the mood for music anyways. There's nothing on at this hour. I see no point in turning it on. What's this? Newspaper? Must have fallen off the chair. It is a newspaper. I only leave them here for guests. I hardly ever read them myself. I don't think I've taken time to go over one in years, in fact. Well, it's not like I have anything better to do. Looks like the city's biggest problem right now is pollution. I remember how the air and water used to be even more polluted. The river was covered in scum from all the sewage and industrial waste, and it stinks so badly it made my eyes water. Eventually, people started getting sick, and it couldn't be ignored anymore. Fortunately, it's gotten better since then. Although the air around the industrial district is still filthy with gas and smog. All sorts of articles about the current state of the economy. Now that the post-war boom has passed its peak, we're moving into the era of large corporations. It's about 220 yen to the dollar. Wow. Manufacturing is on the rise and exports are healthy. The dollar is down from its height and people are saying it could fall further. There's no denying how much the standard of living has improved in the past few years. It's common to own a car and television now, and supermarkets are even better stocked than ever. Now that everyone has more spending money to go around, people are coming up with all kinds of new diversions. Seems like only yesterday people were flocking to the arcades to shoot aliens. But now that we have these enormous theme parks and gaming machines that plug straight into our televisions. Wow, video games that plug into the television. Imagine that. Everyone's talking about superhero series, foreign films, and movies based on the latest bestseller. Back in my day, fusion rock and folk music was all the rage. But now it's all about city pop and idols. Blech. I find it hard to care about that sort of thing anymore. Everyone attends high school now, even girls. Universal education policy, they call it. The country's gotten rich enough that every child can go to school. Education is the backbone of modern society. If you want to work for a good company, you have to get into a good university. With more people in the running than ever, the competition to get into those universities have gotten fierce though. The new generation is rebelling. Schoolyard violence and delinquency is on the rise. But my boy was too sensible to get mixed up in any of that. I don't want to read anymore. I want to remind me of him. I don't really watch that much television. Feels as if all the information in the world gets passed through that little blank box. But father stopped them from reporting on the kidnapping back when it happened. I was glad about that. Us fuss. If there's one thing Holland Joe never wants for is horrific crimes. I found a police officer dead in a local park just the other day. Holy crap. A lot of my family are in the police. I hope it wasn't anybody I knew. I don't read the news anymore. Not since last year. It just brings back memories. Thank you for the hydrate, fire. Suicide at a local high school. I remember that. This high school girl jumped off the roof about a week ago. She was bullied, I think. Or maybe it was something about exam pressure? What? But, no. This can't be right. Her name. Michio Shirashi from Komagata High School? It can't be. That must be him. Hello, Shikama residence. Victor called out to me to meet him, and we came here to Komagata Bridge. Victor, there's something I need to tell you. Funny, I was just thinking the same thing. You go first. Please go ahead. Alright then. I've been poking around places connected to the 7 mysteries looking for curse bearers. And I think I found a few candidates. First, a tall man I ran into in Kinshibori Park. I asked him for directions, trying to probe him a little, but he turned the question right back around on me. And he was out of there the second he figured out I wasn't what he was looking for. I got the sense the curses were nothing new to him. I'm about 40% sure he was a curse bearer. Then there's the middle-aged guy I saw in South Warigusi Street. There's no question about this one. He had one of those curse stones in his hands. He had a nervous air about him too. It's clear he was up to some shady business. Gathering up soldiers, I bet he'd make a good target. Next up is a pair, a young man and woman I saw around the Ryogoku Bridge. Ah! This is the one who killed me, Rogo. This time the man came to me and asked me flat out if I was a curse bearer. I told him I didn't know what he was talking about, and then he backpedaled and left. Looks like they lurk around there often, looking for kindred spirits. That would be my guess. Though, it just seemed like they were quite working as a pair. Gathering soul Gregs in a group might be a decent idea if you can make it work. But with things how they are, it's gonna be hard to find folks one can trust. They've got brass though. I don't know what their deal is, but I'd like to find out. Last is 2 detectives I've seen sniffing around. The police are involved? Not necessarily. A body turned up at a local park a few days ago, so they might just be looking into that. Still, park's got ties with one of the 7 mysteries. Might be there was a curse that did that guy in. If they're sending in detectives from the head office, then something's gotta be up. How do you know where they're from? Let's just say, when you're in this business, there's some faces you get to know. Anyways, that's everyone who caught my eye. You found all of them in so little time. Huh, I really did hire the best. It's all in the name, ma'am. Richter Kai. Priai. No, wait. Make that Richter Kai. Investigator extraordinaire. Mine. An investigator extraordinaire. Is that why you can dress like that without drawing attention to yourself? You bet. An investigator extraordinaire can blend in like a chameleon in any outfit. Well, that aside, that middle-aged man and a young couple sound the most promising, am I right? Whichever we pick, it's still too early to make a move. Seems like the cursed bears are less involved with each other than we thought. Plus, there are still others who we don't know about. I say we hang fire and see what plays out. Once more bodies showing up, they'll get the pot nice and hot. And once it's boiling, our chance will come. There's something I need to tell you. What's up? Well, that girl, Michio Shirashi. The one who was with Shuichi on the day of the kidnapping. That's her. Well, she's dead. She's what? The student who committed suicide last week. That was her. I heard something like that happened. Never got the name though. Talk about bad luck. Finally got a lead only to find out it turned into a literal dead end. Unless her death was the whole region Junoichi was shaken up. Said she was going to curse him. Was talking about her taking revenge from beyond the grave? Seems like we're back to where we started. Not necessarily. That teacher knows something, I'm sure, but at the very least, I put money on him having something to do with Miss Shirashi's death. That's why I'm so scared of being cursed by her. I see. And also, something tells me he knows more about your son's kidnapping. In any case, I think I got a good idea where he's hiding. Call it a hunch. A hunch? Well, more of a theory. Care to take a guess? I can't say for certain, but Mr. Jonichi silenced Micho with a curse. What if Mr. Junoichi silenced Michio Shirashi with a curse? What do you think? Seemed to me he was more scared of what someone else might do. That might be a little far-fetched. I see. I'm sorry if I disappointed you. I'm not really cut out to play detective. Hi Donna, it's welcome. How you doing? Well, no point dwelling on speculation. The truth will come out in time. Right now, I think we need to have a little chat with Mr. Junoichi. The Sumida River water's filthy and horrible at night when it looks almost peaceful. Can I ask you something, ma'am? Is the Sumida River what you Hanajo folks picture when you think of home? I couldn't say. All I can tell you is that I can hardly stand the sight of it. Right. I should have guessed. This is where they found him after he went missing. Yeah, the art's really good. This is what drew me to this game in the first place, is that the art is so pretty. And it's got this weird, like, stereoscoping panoramic feel to it. All alone, floating in that horrible water. All I can think is how scared he must have been. How he must have been. Would he ever to do something so awful? I could have come here every day since, and prayed to the river to give him back. Give back my son, day after day. You know, in olden times, people believed rivers marked where our world met the next. So, The act of crossing a flowing river had a huge amount of spiritual significance. Back when Edo was founded, the people of Chuo saw Sumida River in the same way. They associated the far side of the river with the afterlife, the same place that would later become Hanajo. All their fear and revulsion accumulated there and took root. But then the Ryokugo Bridge sprang up after the Great Fire of Meiriki, and just like that, Hanajo was part of the city too. And then it turned from farmland to a town, and the people surrounded it with man-made rivers and crisscrossed it with canals and waterways. Weren't those to prevent flooding? That's what I was told. They were, but that's not all they were for. Their other purpose was to contain all the corruption that built up on the far shore, and stop it leaking through our side of the Great Divide. Officially, there were physical barriers, but unofficially, there are spiritual ones too. So, if I have this right, are you saying that Hanajo is a place where the real world meets the afterlife? Exactly. That's why the rite of resurrection is here, rather than anywhere else, I'm sure, but... And that's probably why the Seven Mysteries and their curses have survived to the modern day. And I guess that would make this spot we're standing in now, right over the water, the border between life and death. If there was ever a place where bringing back the dead might be possible, I reckon it's here. It's funny that you mentioned praying to the river. That might have done more than you think. Is that supposed to make me feel better? Just thinking out loud, ma'am. Well, it's a nice thought. Oh, that's right. There's one more memory I have of this river. Do you mind if I tell you? Go ahead. It must have been about 20 years ago when I was still a schoolgirl. Back then, the Sumida River was much filthier than it is now. It was full of garbage and industrial discharge, so scummy, slimy, and it stank. You could look out over the water and see dead cats and dogs and pigeons just floating. And then one day, amongst all this filth and garbage, there was a piece of my missing classmate's hand. Oh, what? It was almost a miracle when you stop to think about it. What were the chances that someone would be able to find a part of her that was still recognizable? And although everything but the palm had rotted away in the water, that part was left with... The part that had left would have an identifiable scar. They could tell it had been a murder just from the blade marks on the bone. Wait, are you talking about the Nejima murders? So you had heard of it. I'm impressed. I assume you were but an elementary schooler at the time. I wasn't really aware of it back then. I only heard about it after the fact. I had no idea the victim was a classmate of yours. Ooh. A notorious case from over 2 decades ago involving the murder of a female high school student. First came to the attention of authorities when part of a human left hand was discovered floating in the Sumida River. Testing revealed it to be the missing student hand that severed deliberately. Large-scale investigation of the river was organized, but the highly polluted state of the water made this impossible. Visibility was poor, the stench intense, and divers quickly fell ill. They only succeeded in recovering only the victim's head and what to be part of her leg before the search was called off. Creepy. At the time of the incident, Sumida River was so polluted, it was as polluted as it had ever been. Neither fish nor shellfish could survive in it, eventually causing the annual fireworks festival to be called off indefinitely. Over the course of the search, the police discovered a number of unidentified human bones. The cause was stirred among the public, as several other young women had gone missing in recent years in the Tokyo area. It was feared that many of them had fallen victim to the same fate. Forensic technologies at the time, however, were not advanced enough to determine the identity of the deceased, so the police were unable to open any inquiries. Due to the overwhelming lack of circumstantial evidence, the investigation ground to a halt until a hereunto unrelated individual came to its attention. During the questioning about the separate incident, Fukushima Nejima, a 36-year-old shop owner with no relation to the victim, divulged details that had never been released to the general public. The investigation of his background was concluded, leading to his arrest. Nejima testified that he had snatched his victim from the street, confined her in the underground storeroom of his shop, where he also served as his living quarters. He chose her for no special reason, but simply decided she was an opportune target on seeing her walking alone at night. He kept her locked up for several days. He restrained her, sewed her mouth shut, severed her fingers, oh my god, and toes of box hit her while she was still conscious. As she screamed silently behind her sealed lips, he proceeded to her wrists, her ankles, her elbows, her knees, working his way inwards and methodically. His victim constantly wavered in and out of consciousness. Her ordeal continued until she died of blood loss. Nishima dismembered the rest of her body and disposed of it behind his home in the Sumida River before cleaning a storeroom and returning to his everyday routine as if nothing happened. The brutality of his actions shocked the nation when they were only eventually reported. Once apprehended, Nejima readily divulged his details of the murders but was less willing to explain his motive. When asked, he would only break down in tears saying, "I don't know what came over me. I knew it was wrong." In the end, the police could extract nothing more from him than expressions of remorse. Although the efficiency of his method strongly suggested he had committed similar crimes in the past, no corroborating evidence ever came to light. Nejima was sentenced to life in prison at his first hearing. The sentence was imposed with no appeal from the defendant. Damn, that is rough. To be honest, it was a bit of a blur. A wave of chaos just parting around me. Something like that. They said the rest of her body must have sunk to the bottom of the river. They combed the riverbed, but they only ever found pieces. Everything else must have rotted and flowed out to the sea. Afterwards, I heard of all the divers who went looking for her fell ill. Sorry story for everyone involved, huh? It's funny. Everyone figures the river is filthy already, so one more piece of garbage wouldn't hurt. But every little bit makes it worse. It's a vicious cycle. I know I wouldn't go rooting around there myself. That's right, which is why the riverbed is the last place anybody would go looking. So what the killer's thinking I was, suppose. The times were changing quickly back then. Things were confusing. Everyone seemed to be in a hurry. Young people were moving to Tokyo in droves. Some even ran away from home to make it in the big city. They made easy target for bad people. A lot of them ended up disappearing without a trace. You see, back then, we chopped the body up into tiny pieces and threw it into the river. It would rot quickly and discreetly and sink to the bottom, never to be seen again. Are you saying what I think you're saying? They arrested him shortly after. Fumichika Nejima. The man who killed my classmate and cut her into pieces. He was so methodical about it. Couldn't have been his first crime. People began to wonder how many other girls he'd murdered the same ways. Police never found any evidence of the other murderers in the end. But the river knows the truth. How many corpses has it swallowed up over the years, I wondered. The same thought spread through everyone's mind, and then they started to avoid this area. So really, this river had been rank with corruption for decades now. Or at least, that's how it seems like to me. Well, was that interesting? Well, I can see why you don't have any good memories of this river. With all that darkness lurking beneath the surface, there's no reason you would. Still, if I may, ma'am, I'm surprised you knew so much about the Nejima murders. But how could I not? After all, I was the one who found the hand. The police actually wrote me a thank you letter. They said it was only thanks to me that they managed to bring Nejima to justice. That was the only time my father ever said he was proud of me. Huh. I guess it just wasn't the killer's day. Sometimes, I wonder if he resents me for it. Dude, this lady is depressing. Is something wrong? Not really, it just struck me it's been 20 years since the Nejima murders. So it has. Not to spook you or anything, but I thought you might be interested in knowing. Life in prison doesn't always mean life. There's precedent for first-time offenders being allowed on parole after 20 years. Only if they're found to show remorse and desire to reform themselves, of course. That's right, I'm impressed you know so much. Still, it's hard for someone with a criminal record to reintegrate into society. I hear they've been trying to fix that recently, matching inmates with jobs and accommodations. Oh, really? They keep an eye on them, of course, and make them report for regular checkups. But to avoid discrimination, they keep the inmates' records a secret from everyone but their employers. They even give particularly notorious criminals new identities so they won't be recognized in the workplace. My. The way you put it. It's like you're saying Fumichika Nejima could be out on parole right now. Back in society under a new name, with nobody any the wiser. It's possible. As it happens, a little birdie told me about a big name making parole a few months back. I don't know if it was Nejima, but our discussion just now did bring it to mind. I see. How unsettling. Now that you mention it, I just remembered something too. What is it? I was passing Komagata High School a little while ago when I saw someone. A janitor, I think. I could have sworn he reminded me of Fumichika Nejima. Oh? He looked a little different after 20 years. Much there that I remember too. I told myself I was just seeing things. But perhaps. Why would they send him back to the same area? If you're trying to give him new identities, you would like move him to a different part of the city, wouldn't you? Or at least, like, don't send him back to the same town. That's just ridiculous. Perhaps it was him after all. So, what next? The big question is what the rest of the curse bearers are up to. Luckily, the Sumida River is a good distance from many of the 7 mysteries. It's unlikely the other curse bearers will come all the way out here. I can finally have a moment to think. I see. Alright. Oh. You cannot progress any further. Once your situation has changed, click resume to try again. Ah, so we have to follow the story on someone else's timeline. Alright. Do we want to do the cop or the schoolgirl? So we know Yako Sakazaki is trying to bring back her friend, who was the one who jumped off the roof. So I'm going to think that if we progress Yako's story, that will progress Harue's story. We don't even know what her curse was. She just died so fast, it was ridiculous. That should be everything. Alright, let's start. Ready for this, Yako? I'm ready. Okay, I'm ready. High school, let's do it. Yako is a student in Class 2C's Komagata High School, unable to comprehend why her childhood friend and classmate Michio Shirashi committed suicide. She attempted to investigate the incident herself. However, she was unable to make any progress. Feeling desperate, she invited the transfer student Mio Kurosuzu to join her in performing a spirit board ritual. Born and raised in Honjo, Sumida City, Yako's family has owned and operated the beloved candy shop since establishing in the early Showa area. Hi, Zero Hero. Welcome, welcome. How am I doing? I'm doing fine. My voice is a little dry from talking so much, but we are learning about, we're doing ghost stand battles. Yako is a cheerful and vivaciously young woman with a sense of duty and compassion so strong she is easily moved to tears. Is a bit quick-tempered and quarrelsome, always prepared to stand up against those who harm her family or friends. It's possible, however, that this readiness to fight is driven by an innate love of chaos. Wow, an innate love of chaos. That's a way to describe someone. Thank you for the drink and the stretch. Yako's winning streak against arrogant boys and scraps since she was a child remains unbroken, and thus is a source of considerable stress for her mother. So she's a fighter. Komagata High School. Co-educational school, blah 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 blah. Sound moral, social responsibility, and strict spirit. Plagued with delinquency, has been forced to turn to temporary employees to compensate for its high staff turnover, and its sports club faced challenges with its inner city location and small campus. Alright, let's start. This is a spare board. It shows how we'll be communicating. First, we'll both put our finger on the 10 yen coin that's on the board. Like this? Just like that. Relax your finger as much as you can. Now for the chant. Repeat what I say, okay? Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board, please visit us. Your turn. Oh, Scepter of the Spirit Board. Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board. Spectre of the Spirit... Spectre of the Spirit Horde. I almost missed that. That's Spectre of the Spirit Board. Spectre of the Spirit Board. Please visit us. Spectre of the Spirit Board, Spectre of the Spirit Board. Please visit us. Good. Please tell us if you're here. Whoa, it really moved. Looks like we succeeded in summoning. We can ask questions now. Right, questions. Start with a question you know the answer to and see the response. Then, when you know your answers are being answered truthfully, you can ask what you really want to know. Okay, I'll start with something simple. What is this girl's name? What's the name of the girl across from me? M-I... Oh, Mio. Mio, yeah, see? I even use that weird character you use to spell your name. How flattering. Psychic girl, Mio Kurosuzu. Mio transferred to Class 2C. Mio has their found friend in Yako. The truth of the matter is Mio is the apprentice famous psychic possessing exceptional spirit sense. She takes on the troublesome task of surreptitiously handling spiritual disturbances that break out in schools across Tokyo before they become a problem. She transfers schools frequently as a result and thus has trouble making human friends. Mio's already solved an incident at Komagata High School involving a female student possessed by a spirit. Although she takes effort to hire her spirit sense, many develop an impression that Mio has a deep knowledge of the cults and paranormal upon first meeting her, leading her to be anxious about her secrets have been exposed. The most common comment she receives is that she seems to get along well with crows and black cats. I bet. Even the teachers get it wrong all the time. I guess these paranormal beings just tend to take a liking to you. Huh. I don't know how I should feel about that. What is my name? I think I should know the answer to this. Oh, Spectre of the Board, what is my name? Huh? What's the matter? How strange. No. Huh? It told me no? Ah, I bet it doesn't know. Maybe the Spectre of the Spirit Board, but it doesn't, know everything. Really? But it knew your name, Mio. Is this spirit really the real deal? Yes. It's fine. I feel like it's giving me attitude. What is this place? Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board, where are we? Hi. Cool. I wonder if in the Japanese version, it actually, this whole section would be different, right? Because it wouldn't be in English. That's cool, that's right. The answers don't seem to be very precise. I'll ask again, what's my name? No. I didn't even hesitate this time. Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board, are you really the Spectre of the Spirit Board? Wait, what? Huh? I said no. Is it lying? Not quite. The Spectre of the Spirit Board is just a temporary name we call them when we're using the board. We are actually calling a spirit with a strong tie to this place, or one of the people participating. In their words, a spirit is just happening to be nearby that just felt like answering. They don't really think of themselves as the Spectre of the Spirit Board. Oh, really? Huh. Feels like some of my mystique has disappeared. Do you mind if I still call you the Spectre of the Spirit Board? Yes, okay, thanks? Always good to remember to say please and thank you. Alright, it's time to try asking a serious question. Yeah. Who does Mio have a crush on? We gotta know. It's... Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board. What's the name of the boy Mio has a crush on? Hey, you're gonna ask that kind of question? Doesn't everyone ask this kind of stuff with Spirit Boards? Besides, I'm curious. No, let's not do this. Oh. Huh, said no. Guess that means you don't have a crush on anyone. Yeah, that's it. No is correct. Let's move on. Ah, or maybe. Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board. You mean the boy isn't in our class? Wow. Hey, stop that. Don't make me exercise you. If that's the case, then. Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board. Is there a teacher at our school? No. Oh, no good, huh? Phew. Yako, cut it out already. We made the effort to sneak in at night. We really shouldn't waste time with these questions. You got a point. Alright, here I go. I'll be serious now. Yes, please. Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board. Did Michio Shirashi in our class, who died by committing suicide by jumping 1 week ago, really commit suicide? Bum bum bum. So, it really wasn't. I'm not surprised. I never believed it from the start. Now it's the important part. Yeah. Michio was a second-year student. Found deceased back alley, entire body broken and severely contorted. Died by committing suicide from the apartment building. She was an honor student with good head on her shoulders and consistently excellent grades, making her a favorite amongst teachers. Although she appeared somewhat reserved, she had a positive outlook on life. Michio and Yako formed a lifelong relationship. Michio carried an old talisman, a memento of her father, with her at all times. Oh, Spectre of the... It said N, which stands for Navy. Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board. Did Michio Shirashi die in an accident? Yes. So it was an accident, not suicide. Michio? Then, did she slip and fall from the apartment building? No. Huh? She didn't? What do you mean? Michio didn't die falling from the apartment building? No way. If that were true, then why was she lying on the ground like that in the back alley of the apartment building? It was an accident, but not a fall. Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board, what really happened to Michio on that day? Seems like he doesn't know the details. Then, how about, oh, Spirit of the Spectre Board? We want to use the Rite of Resurrection to bring Michio back to life. Do you know where the Rite of Resurrection is? I wonder. Huh? Ah, that one didn't get me. What is this? Stop! I'm scared, Mia. Calm down. You can't let go before it's over. Stop. I can hear the passion. Please stop. Such deep sorrow, a resentful memory is flowing into my mind. Fool's possession, those who hear it, that fall into the deepest of hell. Kill them. Kill them. Those who hear this sound. Kill them all. You have acquired the power of the curse stone, the Fool's possession. You can use it to kill those who hear the sound produced by the curse echo for more than 30 seconds. The effect will be negated if you're seen in that time. That's not a very good power, to be honest. The Fool's Procession. A mysterious tale regaling an encounter held by a daimyo and his residents in Hondo, Ushima. When walking around his estate, he heard the sound of music, much like that of a Kagura performance. He commanded his people to find the source, but no matter how they searched, the music would fade when near the warrior Gusei Canal. The source of the sound was never located. The story is known as the Procession of the Tanuki. His meaning were of the belief that it must have been those mischievous tricksters behind him. Omio stood atop the tall festival tower. It was her time to shine, and she was ecstatic. It had been years since she joined the troupe, but she had yet to enjoy her day in the spotlight. She wasn't particularly pretty, nor was she all that talented. As a gossip and a loudmouth, she wasn't well liked by her peers. Some of the other girls thought of her as a teacher's pet and bullied her. I don't care about them, she thought. It was this chance to make something of myself. Everything was perfect. She wore a beautiful kimono and an okami mask over her face. The stage was set, the accompaniment began, and she danced with everything she had. Applause rained down from her upon the crowd. Her breathing hastened with excitement. I got to catch my breath. That's strange. I can't take my mask off. The smell of glue assaulted her nostrils. So that's how it is. I knew it was too good to be true. Her screams were drowned out by the music as she squirmed and struggled. Omio was giving her all today. We gotta keep up. The crowd livened even more. No, no, please, someone help me. She fell from the tower, writhing in pain as she begged for those around her for help. The music stopped in time with Romeo's heart. A murderous impulse seeps into my soul like thick black tar. Now, kill. Can you hear it, curse bearer? You who so strongly desires the right. Kill them. This is why we don't mess with spirits. Exactly. 1 week ago. I really like the art style in this game. Hey, did you hear? Someone from our school committed suicide. What? Really? Who? I heard it was Michio from Class C, right? No way. Michio? She'd been acting pretty strange lately, but I still can't believe it. Hey, did you hear about Michio in Class C? Yeah, she seemed like the stereotypical honor student in her first year, but she stopped showing up to class and her grades started dropping after her third semester. So she offered herself because her grades were bad? No fair. Just thinking about practice tests makes me want to die too. All anyone cares about is test scores and grades. Did you know? I heard Michio's mom remarried last year. They say her new stepdad is a total jerk. Really? How so? Like, he'd peek on her while she changes and couldn't keep his hands off her. Eh. I even heard he's an ex-con. If she resists him, he gets violent. Eh. That's so scary. No wonder. No way, I couldn't take that. I'd probably think about killing myself too if I had to deal with someone like that at home. I like this juxtaposition between this horrible information and this happy-go-lucky music. By the way, isn't there a... Oh, I heard about her. She's gloomy and she doesn't stand out much. Did she know that the school she was at before she transferred also had a suicide? Like, for real? It seems like kind of fishy. Hi, Mickey Machines. Welcome. How you doing? We are talking about curses right now and horror stories. There might be some of you who already know, but a member of our class, Michio Shirashi, passed away last night. Okay, calm down. I know this comes as a surprise, but please keep quiet. The cause of death is still under investigation, and there's nothing we know for certain at the moment. Detailed investigation reports will come from the police, so please don't go spreading any rumors, got it? We're sending everyone home for today. No dilly-dally on your way. School will be off tomorrow as well. Hey you, stop celebrating. Show some respect. There'll be a memorial service scheduled next week at the school's assembly. If anyone wishes to pay their respects individually. Several days later. Yako. Sorry to bug you. It's just, you seem a little different from your usual stuff. I hope I'm not being nosy. Thanks, Mia. But, thanks, Mia. Was acting that stringy? Yeah, enough to make me worry. If you want to talk, I'm happy to listen. Yeah, this is perfect timing. There's actually something I want to ask you. Yeah? Hey, Mia? You know about the rites of resurrection, right? Yeah, is that thing Mr. Arashi apparently discovered and wrote an article about? I doubt there's many people who don't know. He's always talking about it. Do you believe it's real? Huh? Well, it sounds too good to be true to me. But on the off chance that really works, you could bring Michio back to life with it. I want to find out if there was even the slightest chance I could bring Mitchell back. But how would you look for it? Right, that's the thing. You know that spirit board thing everyone's been doing? Where you summon a spirit and ask it whatever you want? Yeah, I know. I want to try it out. There's something I want to know. Why are you telling me this? I mean, you seem like the type of person who know about this kind of stuff. I do? Yeah, you look like you're really into that occult stuff. You know, you got that weird, gloomy look. I don't know how I should feel about that. But you do know how to do it, right? Yes, I think I probably know a little more than most. Okay, please help me. You're my only hope. Okay, please. Michio, I wonder why she had to die. She didn't leave a note or anything, but they announced it was a suicide. That can't be right. She would never kill herself. Michio was so happy and she always looked on the bright side of things. She loved coming to school. I know she was going through some hard times, but for her to kill herself, I never got a chance to speak with her. She was often absent from school, and then when she did come, she looked so depressed. You're right. And that's why everyone is so willing to accept that she committed suicide. They acted like they cared, but all they did was really gossip about it. Then they put together little pieces of information and determined that and spread rumors around like it's true. Isn't that terrible? Yes, it is. First, some that were really awful. Like in the end, the only reason they were able to say that stuff is because they aren't personally involved. It's true that she didn't get along with her new stepdad and that her grades went down. But say things like, how sad, no wonder she killed herself, or how dare they. She always told me that she was okay whenever I talked to her because I was worried. She would have told me if something was bothering her so badly she'd kill herself over it. I won't let Michio's death be written off like this. Like, maybe she got caught up in something bad. Something bad? People have been talking about the body found in former Yasuda gatherings, right? Some are saying that this town is cursed or something. Yes, there has been a strange feeling around things recently. The thing you want to ask is... Yeah, I want to know about the truth behind Michio's death. And where the rites of resurrecting him is hidden. I see. I don't know if getting the answer to those questions will be as easy as you hope. Police? The teachers and the police aren't any help, and there's only so much I can do alone. If there's even the slightest chance, then... Well... Okay, if that would make you feel better, then I'll help. Yes, thank you, Mio. Okay then, tomorrow after dark? Are you awake, Yako? Yeah, what happened? You can't remember. How can I put up with the lips? What's wrong with the lips? This is very 80s anime lip style. Let's see, we used the spirit board and... I suddenly heard something like this weird voice. And then I passed out? Yes, as far as I can tell, you aren't experiencing any negative effects. I think it's just mild shock from how sudden it was. Huh. Was everything okay with the spirit? Yep, it was almost bad, but I got it to leave. More importantly, what is that thing you have in your hands? Huh? In my hand? Whoa, what the heck is this? Looks so freaky. When did I get this? Oh, there's so much anger and hatred held within it. It's like tools that are used for ancient curses. What? That's so scary. Yako, you just said you heard a strange voice, right? Could you tell me what you heard? Anything you can recall? I think it might be connected to that object. Let's see. I felt like I was in the bottom of a dark place and this voice felt like it was echoing in my mind. After that, it just kept shouting, kill them. Let's see, thank you. Yako? I think you may have exactly what you need in order to use the Rite of Resurrection. The curse of the power to take people's lives and turn them into soul dredges. What? You mean this thing's a real curse? I know I said I wanted to use the Rite of Resurrection to bring Michio, but why? Why me? It makes no sense. Yako, please calm down and listen. Yeah. I'm sorry about panicking. No, it's okay. Fear is something we feel in the face of the unknown. Long ago, people would give names to a phenomenon they couldn't understand in order to live with them. However, modern-day developments in science and culture have pushed the rejection of things that can't be measured. And so the paranormal have been treated like it doesn't exist, but they've also been around since a long, long time ago. If you just understand, you can see that there's nothing to be afraid of. First, calming down is the most important. Accept reality for what it is. Huh. One moment again. Also, what is with the music? This weird operatic harpsichord? I only really gave this stuff a shot because it was popular, but you really do have a connection to this stuff, don't you? Well, I suppose to an extent. Hey, Mio, what do I do? Where do I start? Am I cursed? Am I going to die? It's okay, I'll take care of the curse. That's why I'm here in the first place. What? Trust me. I'll take care of things. It'll be alright. Thanks. I was the one who dragged you along to do the spirit board. It's fine. You're desperate to find any way to try and help your friend. But spirit boards are dangerous, so you have to take them seriously. So I'm glad you invited me. Alright, let's review everything we learned so far and think of how to move forward. Okay. What is this curse? Am I cursed? Why is the Velvet Room music? Yeah, it's like... A harpsichord is such a weird instrument to be playing, and especially in this day. Hello, hello, Grey Matter. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Well, I've only looked into it a little, but I wouldn't quite say you're cursed. It's more like you've gained the ability to use the power of the curse. So there shouldn't be any kind of negative paranormal effect on you. The power to use a curse. Do you mean this curse stone? Yes, it's the curse stone is used under a certain condition. A curse will be placed on someone, taking their life and turning it into soul dregs. Soul dregs are said to be required to enact the rites of resurrection. Normally, a curse is a spell that would only be usable by an Onmyoji of considerable talent. But I believe the curse stone makes it so that even normal people can use them. So, someone like me with no knowledge could curse someone? Yes, but it's still nothing to take lightly. You could end up having it redirected right at you. To tell you the truth, something unusual did happen while we were using the spirit board. It happened right around midnight, I think. The whole area seemed to be under effect of a Feast of Shadows. The Feast of Shadows? Yes, it's a type of spell that temporarily boosts the potency of the supernatural. Also, it's the effect of making the powers of certain curses echoes manifest more easily. Judging by its strength, I'd say it probably covers about a 3 to 4 kilometer radius. 3 to 4 kilometers? That's big enough to cover all of Sumida City. Yes, I think the Feast of Shadows was used to cause resentment lingering in the area to manifest as curse stones. Someone did this. But who? Ooh, the plot thickens. I don't know enough to say, but it's likely it was done by someone who wants to uncover the Rite of Resurrection. This isn't something that to happen naturally. I see. Her stone's power can only be used in the area under the influence of the Feast of Shadows. The effects only appear after the sun is set. By setting a limit on when they can be used, the curses are strengthened. So, the curses can't be used outside this area or during the day? Correct, but speaking of limits, to actually use a curse to kill someone, it seems there are conditions that need to be met. Conditions? You mean like how my curse echo needs someone to listen to the sound it makes for 30 seconds? To be honest, I don't really understand it. Like, I don't even summon the curse echo or make the sound. Do I just like, will it? Do you mind if I try? Stop. You shouldn't be using curses so willy-nilly. Even if there are conditions that have to be met, the power to kill someone without leaving behind evidence is dangerous enough. In that case, maybe you really have been cursed. I'm sorry that you got wrapped up in this situation even though I'm here with you. That curse stone, I think whoever holds it becomes a curse bearer. It'll probably be best for me to hold on to it, but then I feel bad about forcing it on you. No, I sense the power force rejecting me. I don't think I'd be able to take it. Really? Why? If we try separating it from you, the curse may trigger. That's how bad I sense it wants to stay with you. No way. That curse stone may look like nothing more than an old Netsuke carving, but I can sense powerful, resentful energy from it. I don't think it's even a good idea for me to even touch it. It may seem like I know what I'm doing, but I don't know how to handle something that powerful. Really? This little thing? If you threw it away, someone with bad ideas pick it up. It could be bad. I think it would be safer to avoid the risk of getting anyone else involved and have you hold on to it for now. Well, now I'm kind of freaked out. Anyways, we need to make it to daybreak. I think the curse should weaken once this morning. I'll help you find a way to deal with it then. Okay. So there are two things you should remember. First, do not fulfill the conditions while it's night. Second, should you happen to fulfill the conditions, don't use the curse. Alright. The mysterious voice said the curse stone is called the Fool's Procession, right? Yeah, that's from the 7 Mysteries of Honjo, right? Our school said to be connected with the story of the same name, one of the mysteries. Right, I don't think it's a coincidence. This is just a guess, but it's possible you were chosen because it could fuel your desire for the rites of resurrection. Mio? Yes? If this curse is real, it means I could bring Michio back if I used it, right? The rites of resurrection will be real too, right? Yes, that is true. But you can't do that, Yoko. But feels like it's not the time to worry about that kind of stuff. If Michio died in an accident, then I'm sure she didn't want to die. What's the issue of putting a little curse on a complete stranger? I sort of feel like it wouldn't be a big deal. Well, what's going on with you? You're not acting like yourself, Yako. Damn, she is also stone cold. She is pretty gung-ho about murder. You would never consider even taking the life of another person. Is it the curse's influence on you? Maybe the curse echo's grudge is rubbing off on you? Will you show it to me for a second? Is there something inside it? No, stop! Yako. Oh, I'm sorry. But it's like, I just suddenly really didn't want you to touch it. I understand, I'm sorry. But you need to give up on the rite of resurrection. What? Because that's the real curse. Using resurrection as a lure, it tempts curse bearers into using their curses. You have to resist it. Don't let yourself be deceived by some curse. But Michio could... I think for tonight we should get you back home. Get you home to rest. I'll walk you. The curse's influence should subside in the morning. Okay. Blah blah blah. Curse bearers. I'm sorry, but I'm telling you that you need to give up on the right. It's beyond us. Even a single curse stone alone is too much to handle. Bring back the dead isn't something so simple. I know how much it hurts, but please focus on just worrying about surviving tonight. Even now, we're in grave danger. Okay, let's get going, shall we? We'll take the same route we took to get here. Right. We'll be fine, right? There's no one else at school, is there? I think so. The night shift janitor shouldn't be patrolling this late at night either. Ah! Huh? What? Why'd the lights go out? Mio? Are you okay? Hello? Mio? She's not here. What's happening? Where are you? Shit. Ah, shit! Huh? Oh, no. What was that? Get me out here. Mio, where are you? Yako, I'm here. Over here. Can you see me? Huh? Where? I can't see anything. Not that way, Yako. I'm behind you. Turn around this way. It's pitch black. I have no idea which way I'm facing. There, Mio. This way, over here. Be careful, your field of vision is being limited. Right. So someone already tried to kill her. Hey, Mio, what was that just now? Could it be an air curse echo different from mine? I think so, yes. We may have been discovered by an air curse bear. So fast? What's wrong? Shh. Someone's here, in that classroom. What? Something's moving inside. Well... Check it out, Safo. It might be the curse bearer who used that curse echo just now. We can see who it is and maybe help us decide what to do later. That's true. Okay, be careful. Well, can you see anything? Try and get a look around. Ah. Huh? Is that our homeroom teacher, Mr. Junoichi? And the person with him is Hitomi from Class A. What? Oh my. What's going on here? That bastard. He's at it again. I have to kill him. I won't let him get away with this. What? The curse. I could kill him with it. No, Yako, you can't use the curse stone. What's got into you? Resist it. Who's there? Is someone there? It's bad. We have to get out before they see us. Wouldn't that have killed everyone involved? If she did use the curse stone? Seems like they're not coming after us. Let's hope they didn't see our faces. But Yako, what came over you all of a sudden? Like it feels like her curse stone has like the most amount of collateral damage because it's literally anyone who listens to a song for 30 seconds. I'm sorry. Thanks for stopping me. It's like this uncontrollable rage suddenly welled up inside me. Wonder what's gotten into me. I can barely even remember what happened. I'm really sorry. I do think it's partially the curse's influence on you, but we certainly saw something shocking. My heart's still pounding. I'm a little surprised you know Hitomi from Class A. She tends to stand out a lot. Gotcha. Well, she certainly does dress up like a delinquent, though she barely shows up to school. But how could Mr. How could Mr. Junoichi or Hitomi really be a curse bearer? I don't know, but we should be careful just in case. Yako? When I give the signal, run. Go straight for the entrance. Don't look back, no matter what. Huh? Why? Did something happen? Something happened, didn't it? What about you, Mio? I'll be fine. We'll meet up outside after the school gates. If I'm not there in 10 minutes, go straight home, okay? Okay, go. All right. Don't look back, don't look back, don't look back. Mio's dead. I have to get outside. Let's see, to get the gates, I go by the gym and... Huh? What are you doing, miss? You shouldn't be here this late. Don't you know what time it is? Oh, Mr. Ashimiya. Well, if it isn't the little Yako. Anyway, students ain't supposed to be outside playing around that night. School janitor, Makoto Ashimiya. So this is the person that may be the paroled killer. I know you're rough around the edges, but I don't take you for one to act out like this. I'm sorry. I forgot something back in the classroom. Huh? No sass today, huh? Realize you were in the wrong, did you? Yes. Forgot something in your classroom, huh? You're a piece of work. Hmm? But you don't have nothing with you. Oh, wait. You do? What's that in your hand? Huh? Well, this is what I forgot. I got it from my grandpa. It's really important to me. Huh. Girls these days sure do have weird tastes. Okay, better head straight home if you're done. I won't tell on you. No, wait. Can't let you walk home alone like this, like... Alright, just wait up a little. I'll hurry and log up things up. But... I'm worried about Mia. Actually, a friend of mine is still inside. I think they'll be here soon. Is that so? Who's your friend? My classmate, Mio Kurosuzu. Yeah, the transfer student. Breaking school rules already, huh? Didn't take her for the type. No, I was the one who dragged her here. Well, whatever. I'll go take a look. It'll be safer to go home together. Oh, right. She's in the first floor hallways, but be careful though. You don't really know what may be there. What is that supposed to mean? First floor, yeah? I'll be right back. So, do you think he might be the curse bearer? She's late. I've been waiting for 20 or 30 minutes, but there's no sign of her. I'm starting to get worried. I'm going to take a look. So her routes, more than any of the other routes so far, has had the most branches. Like the ability to either go home by herself or the ability to use a curse. Kind of curious what happens when I go back and pick some other choices. Huh? Well, shit. Mio's dead. What? Mio? What happened? Where did I go wrong this time? It's my fault. It's all my fault. I left her alone with the curse bearer. Mio. I'm sorry. The truth is... Yako Shizaki. Deceased. There is someone who must not be trusted. That sounds familiar, doesn't it? If so, you may choose to withhold important information from that person. If or not, you may try as many times as you like from it again. Hmm? Ashimiya is the curse bearer. Alright, so I guess we go home without Mio. Alright. Mr. Junoichi was actually looking for you inside the main building. What's that? He's here right now. What's he thinking? I don't know. He was in class 3B on the second floor just a little bit ago. Well, I suppose I can't be locking up yet. Second floor, you said? I'll go take a peek and be back in a jiff. My house is really close by, so I'll be fine on my own, really. Is that so? Yeah, the snack shop, right? Suppose you'll be fine then. Be careful now, you hear? Stay on the big, well-lit streets. If something happens, shout fire. Okay. Okay, you worry too much. Well, we wouldn't want to be losing any more students. Though I imagine you know that better than anyone. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, but to leave her by herself feels so bad. Oh, this is where she died in the other story. Meal's late. I've been waiting for 20 or 30 minutes, but there's no sign of her. Huh? There's someone coming down the road. That's... Oh no. A teacher. It's Mr. Arashi. He looks on edge. I wonder what he's doing. That thing in Mr. Arashi's hand. It can't be. Whoa. Could that be a curse stone? Oh, this is bad. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? I don't think any good can come from him seeing me. Wait, he's the one who discovered the rite of resurrection. It would be so strange at all for him to have something to do with the curses. Then, could the curse echo from before belong to him? Did he notice me? Oh, he sure did. Oh, hello. Yago, what are you doing here? No, it's fast. Did you not hear me? What are you doing here? I forgot something. I came to get something I forgot at school. This late at night? Couldn't wait until tomorrow. No, I couldn't wait. Just, what did you forget? That's what's in your pocket. Take it out and show it to me. It's... stop it! I knew it. I see. You have one. It's not... That Netsuke is of great historical importance to this area. But it's dangerous to speak here. Why don't you come with me? This is important. Ah, that hurts. Stop. Ah, stranger danger. Stranger danger. You're hurting me, Mr. Arashi. Stop pulling me. Fire. Ah, fire. There's a huge fire. Stop that. Someone will come. Damn it. Get over here. Where am I? It's completely dark. What's the meaning of this, Mr. Arashi? Ah. Oh, my stomach. It hurts. I'm bleeding. Ah. Oh, is he the one with the lantern? Yeah, he is the ever-burning. He is the one with ever-burning. Alright. So, we can't beat him while he has a curse stone. So, probably means we have to do something on the Tetsuo side. But I think this is probably a good place to stop for now. So I'm going to save. And go to just chatting. But yeah. What an interesting game. I kind of like the premise. It's kind of like a weird Fate Stay Night but ghost story, which is kind of cool actually. But I am looking forward to more of the game. So yeah. Let me think. Upcoming stuff. Thursday is going to be Hi-Fi Rush, which I promised. And then this is one on the Switch, right? I believe it is on the Switch, PS4, and obviously Steam. I was playing the Steam version just now, but it's also on the Switch. But yeah. So the game is wild. It's really wild. I'm kind of interested in all the morbid stories, if I'm being honest. So yeah, Thursday, Hi-Fi Rush, and then Saturday is gonna be Monster Hunter Rise. Yeah. As always, you can keep up with my schedule on my socials right here for all my stuff. And I will send you all over to someone. You know what? Ephraim is... let's see. We got Patchy up front. We got Ephraim with Hi-Fi Rush. I'll send you all over to Ephraim. I rated Patchy recently, but I haven't rated Ephraim yet. So, raid message is gonna be Ghost Raid, or Curse Raid rather. And I will see you all on Thursday for Hi-Fi Rush. Have a good night, everyone. Bye.